Hello and welcome to the John Boy Media live stream of Game 4 of the 2023 World Series. There could be only 2 more baseball games left this year.
This is my last stream.
This is O's last stream, he thinks, until we rope it in for Game 7.
Oh my God.
A happy, ghoulish Halloween to everyone joining us tonight. Hope you've had some candy. Hope you'll have some candy.
I haven't had candy yet today.
There's a little bit out there.
I saw it. I didn't know what the selection was.
It's not great, but
Yeah.
that's good news and bad news because we probably eat it. We probably just don't like it. Conrad Satcher early, my dream live crew, and it's his dream because we have old man Daniel Canobbio.
With the best costume I've seen this Halloween.
Didn't get dressed.
This isn't a costume. I don't know what you're talking about.
Diamondbacks.
Costume?
This is how I imagine.
You telling me Arizona's got a ball club?
The year's 2050. We're in the warehouse. Jake is still pitching. He's still got a little left in the tank.
So really wants to record one more out.
He's going for his freeze-out lift for a hit in the warehouse. Dan's on the broadcast, falling asleep.
Tom Preisman hit me with because I'm doing my Arizona, flying tomorrow morning, red-eye back warehouse.
Wild.
And Tom was like, you're red-eyeing back for the warehouse? And I was like, yeah, bro. And I was like, and dude, baggage is looking different, bro. He goes, you're red-eyeing for another 7th place finish? And I almost cocked him.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy to say.
That's fuel.
That's fuel. And speaking of fuel, Lorenzo DeMalia.
I run on fossil fuels.
From 3 Got Ice, me, Jack, and Zoe. How are you, Lorenzo?
I'm good.
A lot of sports.
A lot of sports. I'm actually excited for tonight. I didn't really get to watch a lot of last night's game, to be honest. So I had to watch the condensed game.
Use clinical strength?
I don't.
Use it.
Yeah?
Comes in it comes in like a
That's
box.
old.
Wait, what? Do you
Stop.
order your deodorant from like a website?
No, clinical strength is just like a step above like the normal deodorant.
Do you order your hair?
They have to open it with a key. There's a box.
Do you order your shampoo and conditioner from a website, or you get it in store?
I get it in store.
I'm a website guy. I'm not gonna
Like
lie.
what site?
It's like a brand that I
Oh
order.
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind the glass tonight, B. D. Bringing the noise back there.
I thought for a second BBD was a Motley Crue roadie. With that hair.
Weird Al Yankovic.
So
around.
I realize, okay, so it's a silly hair wig, and we get that.
It is.
At the right establishment, that plays.
I was gonna say, BBD, have you thought about going this route? Just like pursuing this as a career?
A career of just having long hair.
Yeah.
Dude, my hair, I've let it go for extended periods, and it just grows out.
Yeah.
Not down.
I saw a video of you today. Your hair was so high up.
Have you ever gotten long hair, Jake?
I had like soccer hair in high school and college. And I was actually looking at some old pandemic pictures where I was just a creature of the day.
There's some mop there.
That was when I
Yikes.
first started
right,
watching.
right
so I
before
was like, who's this
playoffs, I
guy?
had the longest hair I'd had in a while.
I did, there may have been a comment from me earlier that BBD and Violenzo go out and have a kickin' Thursday afternoon.
We do acid at like 2 in the afternoon. He gets me into really a lot of drugs. And like, I don't want to do them. Like, if we were the movie, BBD's the main character who like still lives at home with his parents, and I'm like trying to go pursue a different career in violin, and he keeps pulling me back.
You guys go to karaoke nights and sing The Revitalists.
Oh yeah, he sings "This Charming Man" by the Smiths every night, and like we don't want to listen anymore.
Who are these bands?
What are you guys talking
They're releasing a new Beatles tune.
We're doing improv right now.
We've got Ken
Verducci
Rosenthal.
with the sneakers.
We got Verducci on the field. Socials tonight, we've got Ryan Johnson. I think Kevin's on us as well. Oh, I thought that was first pitch for a second. Just a replay of
Corey
Seager
Seager's
hitting
so
dongers. Tom Preisman's here. He's been cutting up the streams and talking shit about team baggage, so whatever. And thank you guys for joining our Game 4 World Series live stream. And I just remembered, so this is huge, go to our tweet right now. SeatGeek, they've been bringing us these live streams. This pillow, that blanket, those pillows. And they're doing the SeatGeek 6-inning challenge. If you reply to Talkin' Baseball's tweet about this stream with the SeatGeek graphic and you guess the score right after 6 innings, you get $500 to SeatGeek. For the rest of us mere mortals, we're going to have to use code JOHNBOYPostseason and save 10%. That's pretty nice.
$500 is pretty nice, too.
500, and we've given out to a lot of friends of the chat. It's been a lot of good times. So thank you, SeatGeek. And if you're at home right now and you don't have the SeatGeek app downloaded, just do it. Please. Boy, does that lineup look different without Adolis Garcia in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch Garver, 3.
Kind of changes it.
I love me some Mitch, but
Best player in the whole both scene.
jeepers creepers.
Out.
Where'd you get them peepers?
That's tough.
BBD, you should
safe
go
to
to
say Scherzer's
search on
out too,
Instagram, Young Nut. He's this comedian I follow. You would love him.
I know Nut.
You know Nut? You would
Young
love
Nut?
him.
I love young.
What
nut.
is this?
I love a
he's-
young nut.
He's got a good bit going on that I'm trying to incorporate more of his game.
Young Nut, huh?
He's pretty funny.
We've
Yeah, I know Nut.
we've got a double well, not a double opener, double bullpen day.
You would find
Joe
you would find this
Multiply.
funny. He's like
Okay.
my age. He's like 23, 24.
Sure.
And his whole thing is that he's really socially awkward. And at 21, he got his first car and he named it the Nutmobile and got the license plate.
No.
He really leaned into the bit. And I was like, that's amazing.
Young Nut.
Big news on Young Nut.
Oh.
At the Diamondbacks game right now.
Whoa!
Oh, that's actually hilarious.
Strike one to Marcus Simeon,
I've DM'd him a couple times.
and Young Nut is en route. I've got a couple embarrassing DMs from back in the day in there. I DM'd, who's that guy that gets on stage and kind of plays naked? Mark something? You know who I'm talking about?
Not familiar.
Elvis?
He's gotten... he got real big in the pandemic because he started doing outside concerts.
There's a lot
But
of
I
people.
DM'd him once, and he used to get like kind of naked on stage, and
you're
I was
like,
like,
"Nice."
"Hey man, like I'd love to get involved."
I love to get naked on stage with you.
Yeah,
That's such a great. I love to get involved.
I don't
So
know.
broad.
I don't know what I have to do,
You're
but
very broad, but not too specific.
Yeah.
You just want to keep it cool.
Being like, hey man, I'm familiar with your naked game, and just like if I could be incorporated in it.
You're not
anyway.
asking for a job. You're not asking for too much. You just
Mark
wanna get involved.
Rebellier.
Not Bert Kreischer.
Are you a Burt guy?
Mark Rebellier.
I don't like Bert.
I respect what it's about.
It's upset.
I'm
He's
over
got a
that
good.
guy.
Ooh.
3-2
You're out on
count.
Burt?
He's just always 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I respect the bit.
He's probably so tired of taking his shirt off, so tired of like drinking.
I watched him.
Probably a massive.
I watched him and Tom
alcoholic.
Segura's podcast live when we were at the Daytona 500, and he really is just always on. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Nuts, man.
he's the machine.
I respected it.
You know?
Marcus Simeon homer tonight.
Let's see. Luke Daddy, that's right. David Rackley behind home place. Home place.
Alfonso Marquez in right field.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
There he is.
Ooh.
That's bad sign.
Right on cue.
He was holding in a fart.
When they show the umpire from the night before, that's a bad sign.
But this face too. That's
He,
a
know,
holding in
he
a
knew
fart.
the camera was on him.
Dante DiVincenzo 3. We've got some Knicks Guardians up there. What? LeBron's Cavaliers. And I think there's hockey on the bottom TV. I just did that to be Sports Apocalypse. Perdomo in the hole.
Nice play.
You got that throw, Pop? He
Nice
sure does.
play. That Seager double play last night was beautiful.
It's pretty nice, huh?
Who's going to step up in the absence of Garcia?
I have a Simeon homer today.
Simeon would be nice, right?
They moved Josh Young up the lineup,
Nice pick.
so I'm interested to see how the kid reacts
almost-
to
Big
that.
wiffle ball fan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Josh Young, huh?
Big wiffle ball kid guy.
He's got a
Kid or guy?
he's got a younger brother too that looks to be on the MLB path.
Does he?
Jace Young, I believe.
I
Cool,
apologize
man.
for no costume. I'm upset with myself.
First
Dude, that's
pitch to
that's
Seager.
weirdly traveling.
He's a big boy. I'd say 6'4", 230
There's
for
been-
Seager.
That's
And that's 2 outs from Joe Mantiply.
the amount of warning track flyouts I feel like I've watched the Texas Rangers have this playoffs is crazy.
I just didn't feel like dressing up this year, so sorry.
It's all right.
EXO, Clinic EXO.
So, sup chat? Sucks about Adolis. It does.
Yeah,
He was like one of the stories of the playoffs.
it's a big reason I was tuning in to watch him go off.
Not that changeup by Joe Mantiply to Mitch
I
Garver.
do like
Oh,
a
what
good
a-
lefty changeup.
Sorry, I'm
I've
watching basketball. That was
introduced it into
crazy
my
Euro.
introduced the changeup into my repertoire. You
Mmm.
can see that at BB4.
Good take. I have entered life where basketball is officially past hockey for me,
Wow.
which is an interesting phase for me. Like, if there's both games on, I think I'm watching a basketball game.
Aren't the Bruins like unreal too?
They're pretty good. I watch both, but
Must be nice.
Nice slider.
Ooh, that
Nice
was
shot,
dirty.
nice three.
Did they break your heart too much last year, the Bruins?
I think they've done a little too much damage. A little too much sports damage for me.
The Bruins.
I've been wounded.
Miguel Castro.
Bro.
How much are they going to let
Grief.
Mantiply pitch? 1 inning?
1 inning.
So this is a full bullpen day?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Season
Yeah.
on the line, kind of? Full bullpen day?
Yeah.
I felt so bad that they lost last night for Dalt.
Yeah.
Dalt,
Ow.
Dalt goes across the country, just sees 1 run. Felt bad for him.
I was thinking about that. That's kind of a scary thing to do. It's like, I'm going to spend all this money on a game and go and travel. And then you don't even think about the fact, like, if they lose.
I think it's more about the experience, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. But, like, the win and lose changes the experience in your head
On
so
Dalton's
Big time.
on Dalton's hour trip through the airport, on Dalton's 6-hour flight, when Dalton got lunch, when Dalton went to the game, it did not enter his mind
No.
that they would lose.
No, he was
You don't
riding
think
so
about
high.
And then
Can't.
once, like, the game starts, you're like, oh, my God.
Dominic, thank you, brother.
Dominic Alioti, huh?
Paisan.
It's one of your fans coming in.
I
When-
FaceTimed Dalton yesterday before, and I accurately predicted that he was about to order chicken nuggets.
Aw, that's
I
wholesome.
did hear about that.
You fly out in the morning.
Morgan Fost, thank you for the super chat. Go the baseball.
Yes.
Yes, I have a 9:30 a.m. flight, so not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
You know, you wake up. I like to play it safe. I'll probably order a Uber around 7.
It's so early.
No, Jake, that's the greatest opinion you've ever had. Safe travel only.
I'm
I
such
play
an
with fire. I
I'm
play with
such an
fire.
early airport guy.
I'm
Oh
always
my
playing
God! Get
fire
to the
guy.
airport 2 hours
have
early.
clear?
Sit
Walk
there.
Scarver, I don't have clear.
Even
Which-
if I
you
did have
flying
clear, I would get
LaGuardia?
there 2
I'm
hours
not.
early.
JFK sucks.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
Yeah,
giving
you gotta
myself
give
a little
yourself,
extra
You
time.
gotta give that JFK wiggle room.
Being
LaGuardia when you time it right, baby.
Pop, 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 right through. LaGuardia is amazing. I'm gonna move into LaGuardia. I wanna live there.
Being
how
late
nice
to
it is.
anything is my biggest fear.
Shay Lars.
Shay Lars. Can't watch tonight, but need to compliment Jake's drip. Go Rangers. Thanks, Shay Lars.
Drip God.
Appreciate you. Oh,
Good
nice slider.
pitch.
You know who's an early
First
airport
pitch
guy?
banger.
Is Ronnie.
Good for
Love
Ronnie's
that.
wise behind
He says
it's-
beyond his
He
ears.
says it's part of his culture.
Smart man. Honestly, being a late airport guy is a big red
I
flag.
kind of love
I
chilling
hate
at the
late
airport, dude.
people.
Get out of that.
Me and Ronnie went to Philly Amtrak, and
That's
Ronnie
a
was there
good
like
pitch.
20, 30 minutes before I arrived.
That's
I
the
got
right
there
way to
early.
do it.
Good
Always get
producer.
early.
It's a good producer.
Even when I get to take a bus, I'm there 45 minutes early.
Mm.
I just don't want to be late.
Evan Carter, 0-2, and
That's a crazy split.
a poor track record versus lefties early into his hitting
Man
career.
supply.
Comes
Yes,
back with the
yeah. I mean,
slider.
That's a great pitch.
Alex,
Zach Pounders.
Ooh.
Yes,
Almost
there
drifted
will be
away
a
at
stream
the end.
tomorrow night. Jimmy will be returning.
the John Boy will be here. I think Joez McFly.
Paxton. It changes.
Pax.
The schedule changes.
People will be around.
There'll be someone
I
here.
have a question for Zoe, I think, on behalf of the chat.
Hi, chat.
Just to clear things up for them, I think they would like to know if either manager tonight sent you here with any charms.
It's a great question. I did hear about when I saw a package in the mail from Tori Lavello, I was very
Right.
concerned. I was like, what did you do, Jack?
Yeah.
But he is the charm master. He did catch a little slack. Rangers got hurt last night, and he was charming it up in
Yeah.
here. I was like, Jack, I don't know if you can be doing that.
The Zincs still lost.
I also don't want to
We
mess...
broke out the charms.
Breaking out the charms on Halloween night. I don't know
Gotta
if I
be
want,
careful.
I don't know if I want that, by the way. I'm
gotta
out
be
on that.
careful.
Charming. You're very
My
charming.
ADHD is
you
kind
know
of
that?
firing right now, but in another life, I'm a great sock puppet guy.
Yes.
Like I pursued that.
So
like, I got real
let me
good at
correct
it.
you. In this life,
In this life, I just come in one day. I'm like, Jake, you got to see this new sock puppet trip I have. I just go crazy.
I want to introduce you guys to my new friend. Hey guys.
It is true. We're doing my 16 favorite things for a bracket, so I was trying to write them down, and I'm gonna run a couple by you, as testers.
Okay.
Just like you tell me if you're like, oh, I resonate with that. My number 5 seed right now is a Steph Curry no look free.
Like that?
That one's on there for me. Another one is a new pair of socks. Because, dude, I got a new pair of socks on right now.
Right.
Or when BBD gave me those socks that one stream.
Right.
I mean,
Regular socks or like winter socks?
just a new pair of socks in general.
Yeah.
Even like if you have dirty laundry and you go buy socks,
Yeah, and they
you
get-
put them
they're so
on and you're
tight.
like,
They fit so close to the foot.
I'm kind of a new guy.
Fresh towel.
But those are some I'm working through.
Big
Okay.
Yankees news. They're talking next week.
Who?
What do you mean?
Who?
To each other?
Brian Cashman, Hal Steinbrenner are expected to hold a press conference.
Oh, the
Talk
end of
about
season
what?
presser. We stunk this year, huh?
They haven't done that yet?
No.
It's kind of crazy.
Collecting their thoughts, I suppose.
Meanwhile,
guess the
the
audit
Red
is
Sox
over.
fired and hired a new GM.
Yeah.
The audit is over.
So I was very excited for
That
the new-
Gurriel animation goes.
Yeah, that's pretty.
so
That's pretty.
hard.
Whoever made that did a good job. Craig Breslow eats ham and cheese for lunch, and I respect that.
Every day? Is he one of
Ooh.
those guys? Or
He
no?
has one day a week where he
Okay.
buys lunch.
Tyler
and he doesn't tell his
Pinkley,
wife.
I'm not wearing a costume this year, man.
He
like
throws
that.
out the ham and cheese.
I don't know if you
He's
heard
had
Tyler
enough.
decided not to wear a costume this year. Thank you.
First pitch from Heen Dog is a strike outside.
That's a ball.
Let's see how long Andrew Heaney is for this game.
The Heen Dog on the Heen Dog.
The current Brian Feingold. Thank you for the
Oh.
donation.
Yeah.
Matty Mass, Sam, and Luke were snubbed in the costume contest.
I
Agree?
don't know. Yeah, it was
Wrong.
good. It was a costume that
Felt like-
outside of these doors no one knows.
I didn't know how I felt about the costume, if I'm being honest.
It was good. It's clever.
Luke and Jimmy in the same outfit is scary.
It was. It's like a before and after.
My critique for them is I would have switched Luke and Sam. I would
I
have had
think-
Luke be Trevor, Sam be John. That's a
Sam-
single
Sam
up the
as-
middle.
Sam as
Great
Jimmy
pick.
would be funny. They might have got them into the
I
finals.
mean, Dan, I still think you should have won because I'm looking at you right now and you look like an old man. You look like you're going to give me the best advice I've ever received in my life. I'm going to ask you, like, what you're going to tell me, hey, she's a keeper.
And
then
by-
I'm going to
You hold
marry
on
this
to her.
girl.
Let me tell you, you only get 3 great ones.
Yeah.
You hold on to her. Tell Marte.
And by the way, postseason record, 20-game postseason hit streak.
absurd.
How about Ketel Marte? Put him in your history
Judging Brown
books.
was an embarrassment.
He's been the best Diamondbacks player this round, right?
Yes.
By like a good amount.
Corbin's been solid. He needs a big game.
Yeah.
He was his biggest in Game 7 against the Phillies.
Which is big.
Moreno. No, Kev, I just thought the Luke John was lazy.
It was too
You
much
know?
of a layup.
Because then we'd still be talking about saying, the fact they didn't make Luke Jimmy's hilarious. Instead, we're like, mid. Kate Middleton.
I'm not big into group costumes.
Ooh.
Christina won because it was like a legit Halloween costume.
I haven't seen it.
Wasn't
so
a
I can't give
baseball
pick.
thing. Wasn't a John
I
Boy
liked
thing.
Kevin's pickle.
Kevin's pickle, I thought, like in a normal year, that's a strong one. It's a strong one. I appreciate just a straight up costume as well. Like you're not like a movie
I
scene.
respected it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just a straight up went to a costume store and bought a pickle outfit.
Strike
right.
three. Oh, no.
Why are you squeezing the
no.
Heen Dog?
That was a great pitch.
Dude,
I
being
agree.
an MLB pitcher's got to suck sometimes.
Yeah.
You just struck out Corbin Carroll.
making a dot. I think that's probably the most frustrated he can get. Like a good pitch. Like I don't know how they don't yell, like freak out. That's
No,
that
that works
place.
out.
That was a
High
wiffle
changeup.
ball.
What was that?
The high changeup has a place sometimes, or a high off-speed pitch. It
I
could
feel like
get hit
Haney,
for a homer.
Haney just kind of just chucks anything up there. It was like, hit this, try this. Such a
It's hard
lefty.
for me to think that was intentional. If it
No
was, it was
way.
gross.
He's got so much lefty energy. This guy.
I think it'd be crazy to call that because that's if that gets hit for a homer, everyone's like, why would
Yeah.
you call a high changeup?
Is that a changeup high? Oh,
That's a
no,
strike.
sir.
Jolly's costume was good,
Yeah, it was.
but Jolly kind
Jolly
of
was
roasted
good.
me. So
Wow.
Jolly-
he was telling Ronnie and Jack that I say I'm in on this too much when we're doing 10-minute Tonys, even though that's the whole concept of the show,
Right.
to be in on stuff. So now we have beef.
Jolly,
Fight him.
Jolly's
I
not
have fake
really
beef with Jolly.
a content guy, you know?
He's
His-
not. He
his
doesn't,
costume
he
is
doesn't
pretty
understand
fun, though.
content.
I
Get
liked
it.
the headphone or the earmuffs.
The Bartman was good.
I
Bartman was
appreciate it.
very good. Right when he walked in, I knew immediately who he was. I said, Bartman. Damn. You're more Bartman than Steve Bartman.
Man, I replied to Talkin Baseball's Instagram tweet about Bartman, and I instantly regretted
I
it.
heard. I saw something like Society.
Oh, I thought you didn't call that one. I was like,
There was
oh,
some
that's okay.
Society comments.
One, two.
Commentary.
Well, I did because the caption was, "This man did nothing wrong," and he did something slightly wrong. Like if he could take it back, he would not have
Not
done
enough
that.
to what he's been gone
What
through.
our society did to him and Cubs family.
The response was
That was
disproportionate.
horrendous. That was awful.
He hasn't even been around. He hasn't shown his face.
It's tough.
Oh, when I
Like,
was
where
a
is he
kid,
right now?
My mom made me go with Where's Waldo for too many years.
No, you're a good Where's Waldo,
I
though.
am.
I get it.
But she was like, for 4 straight years. She was
Yeah.
like, you gotta be Where's Waldo. You would look adorable. I'm like, Mom, I'm 14. Please
I-
don't make me trick or treat.
I feel rude to my mother. I feel like there's a couple years there where she tried to be artsy and make something, and I was very much in the opposite mode of that in my life.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, please just buy me the most basic.
Party
be
City
Batman.
was the spot.
Yeah, like any Power Ranger, like anything. She'd be like, "Oh, I used this old milk carton and made you a mess." I'm like, "Mom, I'm not."
If I were
Not doing
yeah,
that.
sometimes I wish I could go
Sorry.
back and
Milk
like be
cart
like
mess.
nicer about that because my mom made me an amazing scarecrow costume, but I was like
Right.
13 and an asshole.
It's tough. It's a tough phase.
But she like sewed it together
Right.
and like made a great costume, and I was
Think
like, no
about-
way, Mom.
Think about that now. You know, all the effort it takes
Right.
to do that.
I was like, that's kind of dope.
That's, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out my age range there, because my sister just made one.
Good
Wow,
pitch.
punches Moreno, and it's 2 outs, runner on first, Heen dog twirling it.
Do you have a sister?
I have an older sister.
Really?
Yes,
What's her name?
Renee.
Met her a few times.
Renee.
How much older?
Shout out Renee. 3.5 years or so.
Do you guys look alike?
I think if you put our faces next to each other, you'd be like, oh, okay.
For some reason,
That's
I thought
Jake's
you were
sister.
an only
Yeah,
child.
your siblings.
No, I'm one of two.
Not Seattle. She was at a Yankee game. I met her at a Yankee game.
Came to a Yankee game.
Does
She's
she
been to
live
one or
around
two
here?
things. She lives outside of Syracuse. She went to Syracuse.
Stuck
I
around.
feel like
and
we're
she
learning
stayed
a lot
up
about
there.
each other during these
Might
trips.
as well. We're here.
We're here to learn.
We're in the chairs.
Renee Storiali.
Seat geek.
Okay.
She made a pretty sick penguin costume for my nephew, who's coming up on 2 years old.
That's
So like, you know, he doesn't even have an option to talk back.
No,
but
you
it's,
can wear a
I'll
penguin.
show you. So you're gonna
I
be
was
like,
gonna say-
you're gonna want to be like a father in the next 5 minutes.
I'm gonna be such a good dad.
Like
I
that.
think you will be a good dad.
I'm either gonna have one kid or
We're
like 10.
stealing. The snakes are snaking.
Well,
He's
you're
out.
One of 30.
Oh, I thought it was high.
Let's
You're
check.
out. Oh, he throws the
He
helmet.
thinks he's out.
He chucked the helmet.
Oh my god. That is so cute.
Yep.
He's out.
Out. Bang, bang.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, I mean, that's everything you want, people.
He's holding a penguin. That's really
Penguin holding a penguin. That's the good stuff, people.
That's what it's all about, folks.
Penguin holding a penguin.
That's
why
really
we do it.
cute.
My nephew Emmett, the man.
Emmett story? No, probably different last name.
Emmett.
Hot Wax 93 with a very good
You know,
I
point.
don't know if they want
Official
his
costumes were
full
too
identity.
Could you
expensive.
give me your social security number?
I'll tell you his middle name is Fox, so he's kind of the man.
Emmett Fox.
See, Hot Wax 93 with a really good comment. Official costumes were too expensive and hard to get. Amazon was
Yeah,
a
it's
really
true.
big thing.
It's true.
Also, Spirit wasn't a big thing until recently. Party City was the spot. for
And
a while.
costumes were like, they cost a penny.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nowadays you could buy a pair of ears and get away or get whatever you want on Amazon for a couple bugs.
Do you know how I got the spray? Some guy from DoorDash delivered it last night.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I
you
felt so bad. This guy was driving 30 minutes.
I think we probably used the same spray because I went as Danny Phantom.
It's right there. You
For
wanna
Halloween.
spray some?
Yeah, that's the one I used. I went as Danny Phantom for Halloween.
I'm actually
and,
very
uh,
afraid to
I
wash
sprayed
it
my
out
hair, right?
tonight. I'm hoping.
It washed it up pretty easily.
Hoping
Alright,
it
good.
stays forever. Just let it ride.
Think about my broadcasting career. What would it do for it?
I think what
He's
helped.
experienced.
It adds on. Like
I'm gonna be
so-
honest, Dan. If you went to do a show, and you go just as your normal self, and then you go as that, everyone's walking up to you and go, "Good takes, man."
You think I get more
Yeah.
respect?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
People are like, he's been around.
I need the fighters to respect me a little more.
This is full circle to a conversation everyone didn't want us to circle back on. When we were talking deodorant earlier, one time I was ordering,
Back to the deodorant
late night,
conversation.
I was ordering some Halo ice cream for myself.
Respect.
I think it was a Go Puff order. And like I didn't reach the order minimum because it was just
Ice cream.
it was just a Halo ice cream. So I had to add something. I was like, oh shoot, I need deodorant. Let me see what they got. All they had was a $20 deodorant. And I was like, fuck it.
You're blue past the minimum.
So got the deodorant, got the ice cream. My favorite deodorant ever.
Did you double up on it?
So I haven't reordered it again because I forget and I only ordered it that one time via online delivery. But it was like a game changer.
See, I'm kind of in on that. If you were to tell me, hey, I use this deodorant and it's kind of expensive, but like I love it, I'd be like,
But dude, if you like it, use it literally every day. Anything you use every day.
you can spend money on.
Halo top
that's
and
how I am with
deodorant
hair
is
stuff.
a hell of an order.
Everyone in the chat, tell us your best Halloween costume you ever worn.
Tell us your
Start
favorite
judging.
deodorant. I mean, your favorite costume.
Costume, deodorant.
When you first start using deodorant, it's a scary time. in life.
My nephew needed it so bad, and my sister got it.
That conversation is always so tough.
We got a bunch of uncles, so we're just like, I was like, go back up. Yep, he needs it.
Foul ball. Mantiply going for Young. This
I
is
got
a little bit of a
shout out by
surprise.
Ariel Hawani. Yeah, yes, I did.
That's crazy that you guys are just like boys.
I love Ariel, but we're going at it right now.
Are you guys beefing?
Not beefing. He's just
What?
like
Oh, he's a big MMA guy.
he's just taking the win a little too far. I should have him back on, but
But it wasn't a win.
it was
kind of a win.
It wasn't an official one. I thought
Well,
Fury won.
There was no real way that Fury won that. Even if he knocked him out, no one's gonna be like, go Tyson Fury. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
he knocked out an MMA guy.
It was a moment for the MMA fans who've been, or MMA people who have been, kind of, the last 5 years it's been all boxing. People beating MMA fans.
I listened. I sent you the text. I listened to the episode.
Nice.
I think that you and Chris. I think it's a little bit of a bigger win for the MMA community than you
Yeah.
guys were saying, and it's a little less than other people were saying. I think it's in between.
It's definitely a win for MMA, but it's also like boxing just gained Francis Ngannou. That's awesome.
No, that is true, but a lot of people didn't know who he was.
Right.
So like that's kind of big. The people were like, oh, this guy who is like a UFC fighter can also box.
It's not
it kinda
good for
makes the
Fury.
respect for UFC fighters go up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it's good for exposure. It's
God
good
was
all
a
around.
monster,
Great
man.
experience.
Huge. And he's also like hilarious.
Young
That's the
takes
gap.
it the other
Great swing.
way. Corbin's
That's a
not
five hitter.
cutting it off. Wow.
Oh,
That's
churning.
That is. So, Zoe, you don't know this yet. You're a young man. What me and Dan just saw is 31-year-old Josh Young is not going to be able to run.
He's not gonna be able to move.
If that's what you've got at 24 or however old he is, that doesn't translate well.
He looked like he was burning. My favorite person to ever watch run the bases was Red Sox Mike Napoli.
Oh,
He was
a lot of meat.
when he would go first to third, man, a lot was moving.
A lot of meat on that bone.
Wamo 90. Thank you, bro. That's pretty crazy. Never watched a boxing match, but watched a full interview. That's
Wow.
Good for
You and Ariel were good together. Good pitch.
Yeah. Ariel's the man.
Slider down to Low. Low has had 3 warning track balls in this series. But yeah, it's Mantiply 26 pitches. He probably hasn't done that a lot this year.
Halo top.
Halo Top Deodorant at the John Boy Media store.
I think we just
Shop.johnboymedia.com.
came up with something.
Yep. Kenny.
Chicken Corbin Blue, that's a good costume.
Chicken Corp.
Oh, Mantiply 2
Hey.
innings, by the way. Lead off double.
Yeah, the pitch count's getting up there. I wonder if it's just to get to Nathaniel Lowe. Because it currently hasn't paid off with Josh Young as he leads off second base. Broadcasting.
Feels like Nathaniel Lowe's due for a homer. I feel like he's had a ton of balls that like has almost gone out this series.
Let's get Joe Mantiply to the warehouse. Nice
Oh
pitch.
my God, he just diced it.
Sheesh.
Let's see if you were right.
Oh, great.
Let's
Ronnie's
see.
here. Ronnie's in the chat.
We want Tori.
That right now it does look like you're naked.
Yeah.
That looks like there's nothing behind that pillow.
That's
Which would be that'd be a bold, funny goof if you did naked.
if I did an actual naked stream.
And you're like, if I move this pillow, if I get at any point,
Oh,
it's over.
is that one of his nuts?
It's Jover.
And Joe Mantiply, the first pitching change
You were ready. Just wanted to get the low.
of this World Series bullpen
First
game.
pitching change brought to you by
John Boy Media merch store deodorant.
Halo Top
Halo
Ice Cream.
shirts. We got Ronnie in the chat. Chat, we're here all night. So if you got any questions, comments, even someone like Nosy Nick saying fastest man I've ever seen alive was Adalberto Mondesi. Red Sox great.
Yankees shortstop.
Flying around the bases. Yeah, you got him coming in.
No, wasn't that the reverse episode? Remember? Talking Yankees.
Oh, wow. Forgot about the
You got
reverse.
put on the team a couple times.
Yeah.
That was one of the best bits.
I had no clue what was going on
It
during
was so funny.
Dan, your urinal pick
The
was
urinal pick
hilarious.
should be in the John Boy Media Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
the year-
That's an all-timer.
the end of your yearbook.
That's like you're gonna make a joke to someone a lot younger than you, be like, they used to not sag like
Yeah, I
this.
had to. Dre, I was like, hey, Dre, follow me in the bathroom. I need a urinal pick. And
There's been a lot of content taken in our bathroom.
Yeah.
Jenna Weinstein.
someone was
You're the
using
best.
And we
the
just got
stall
our
during
urinal
that.
fixed up.
Yeah, that's huge.
We were downing, man.
That's on me, guys.
One urinal, one toilet for
I
a
pooped
week.
in the urinal one time and it caused a whole
One time I pooped in the urinal.
So this,
Lot of jokes about I'm gonna shit in that urinal today.
I'm gonna be honest, I almost made that joke. When
I've
I
s-
saw the urinal on the floor the other day, I was like, this is enough.
so I've seen you getting into this content. Favorite donut flavor from Aiden Fry.
Jelly.
That's a great question. I don't know if this is gonna upset the chat, but Boston cream, hard out.
No, it's not number one.
Hard out.
I'm out.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's fine.
That's like my least
People are
favorite
in
donut.
around.
That was my fat boy middle school Jake number
Respect.
one,
I
and then
think it's jelly.
you just hit a point where you're like, that's pretty disgusting.
Dan, that's a good take.
When have you ever had a
Jelly
bad
donut.
jelly
It's not the
Bro,
best
no
donut,
way.
but like a jelly donut
No
is
way.
delicious.
Dude, a jelly donut, it's
You know why
so
a jelly
good.
donut's good? Because you have it once every 5 years, and you're like, this
Yeah.
isn't bad.
Also, as a kid, when we would go to get donuts, there were 12 of us, so we'd get 12 donuts, and I'd always get the last donut, and it was jelly, so I learned to love it. I adopted to
What
it.
about
my
just
God,
glaze?
you guys are
I know it's-
perfect for
I know it's
donuts, huh?
Dozen
boring.
bagels? That's all we need.
What?
we get a
A
dozen
DD
bagels, we'd be
sponsorship?
chilling.
There's 12 siblings.
We get a
that
baker's
box, that
dozen.
big-ass box.
Yeah, we'd be
Dad comes
vibing.
home with that, you're set.
Apple cider's pretty good, but it's only seasonal.
That's such good parenting.
It was. They
There's
got that
12 of
figured
these.
out.
Figure it out.
My favorite story, or my mom has a couple pictures of, we would go to the store and buy 10
Chocolate
gallons
glaze
of
is
milk
really
a week.
good.
We just drinking milk.
Yeah.
But the best donut is just chocolate frosted
Yeah.
with sprinkles.
Just
think
or
that's
just
the
chocolate frosted. It's just
I
good.
like the sprinkles.
the glazed.
Glazed is low-key delicious. I even like an old-fashioned.
Old fashioned dipped in
Oh,
coffee.
Stop. That's
That's
the
an old
costume.
man.
That's
an
the
old- that's an-
costume.
I
talking.
mean,
Lock
the
me up and
dipping-
throw away the
You know,
key.
dipping in coffee made you 8
know what he
years
does?
old.
When he says that, he grabs your
He's
forearm
shaking.
and he says, every Saturday since 1962, I get myself a regular donut and I get myself a coffee from McCanahan's.
Right now-
and the
What if I just want a quad?
Dan,
and the paper.
right
2-1.
now, Dan looks like he falls asleep to Fox News every night.
Listen, I'll tell you what. They never should have took Bill O'Reilly off. the team. Big mistake number one was getting rid of Bill O'Reilly.
Old fashioned's not. It's not like I'm not buying it on a normal day, but it is a time and a place.
Jonah Heim fouls one off. I like Dan.
Apple fritter?
I
Apple fritters.
have Dan flipping over to whatever games on ESPN, and no matter what sport
Has
they're
an
playing,
opinion.
he just goes, they don't play defense.
They
It
don't
could
play
be
like they
any
used to.
sport.
So Dan dunking his
This
donut
is a miracle on
at
ice.
Dinky
They don't play
This
defense.
is a replay.
We're all overpaid.
Change up high. It's a full count, Castro to Heim.
Another donut pick I have is
Vlog, whatever.
Did
I-
you hear that laugh? That was a real laugh.
Is
out of
I
Castro.
can't
Canobbio
thought
supposed
that
to be
one
George
out.
Lucas? That got me
Yeah.
good. That got me good. George Lucas. De
I
Niro
don't
at
like
the end of
real, like those big donuts that you'll get at like a bakery or something.
Goodfellas. Picked,
Nice play.
thrown, out.
Like when they're
down.
really dense, I'm out on that.
Mm.
That's way too much.
What's
It's
a
like
dense
even-
donut you're talking about?
Yeah, like when
Which one?
I like kind of generic donuts, like a Dunkin' donut, or like the softer, the ones that are lighter.
The
When you go to like
old-fashioned
a real bakery and get like a big donut,
You gotta go. There's a
Oh,
bakery in
Those are
Greenpoint.
Wait.
Gourmet donut.
they're like, oh my god, it's like eating a whole.
Has anyone
cake.
ever gone to Peter Pan Donuts
Just
in Greenpoint?
So a couple things going on here. 2 outs, runner on third.
Oh, is the game on?
Leody Taveras does not have a hit this World Series.
Until now.
The team that has scored first each time between these two teams has won the game. And yesterday's game started off with a Marcus Semien 2-out RBI single. So,
Good
Miguel
pitch.
Castro. I think I'd eat one of my socks to watch him throw a blitz ball full tilt.
I mean, that would be my worst.
What he just did with a slider, with a real baseball.
I would never hit him.
That attitude.
Jimmy's going to Duke.
Every pitch. Be
Jimmy's
crazy.
going to Duke.
Let's see, the
Oh,
1-1.
shit.
Nice
Jimmy.
changeup, no offer.
What is he, Benny the Jet?
Oh, yeah, I think they were doing some Sandlot. So it looks like we got a baby
Wendy
as a baseball. So he
Peppercorn.
squints, right?
Squints. Jimmy is Squints. Everyone go to Katie O'Brien's.
I was
Like-
like one year. Good take.
Wow, gets
Oh!
the call. This ump's been a little inconsistent. And if
Didn't
I'm
we
being
meet
honest,
Squints?
he's favoring my snakes.
We met Squints
That's a
at
brutal call. I mean, that
Bingo.
Never,
The
I don't think
bingo.
that ever touched the plate.
Throw that wicked
Maple
slider
glazed
again,
is
huh,
really good,
kid?
right. Meanie Vinzini, maple glazed is. Let me tell you.
You love Krispy Kreme donuts.
Me?
Yeah.
When the red light goes
Uh,
on,
Or did I make that up?
I loved when they had such a moment, though. I don't
they
know if
did.
you remember. They, like, swept the country.
Yep.
I don't remember.
It was the most American bullshit ever. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, he's
Come
coming.
on,
Oh, that's the
Steve!
first run of the game?
What a-
That's brutal.
What a disaster.
First run of the game.
What a disaster.
That's Miguel Castro.
I mean, if you're
Wild.
Miguel Castro, you cannot throw that in the dirt there.
And hate to be rude to Gabby.
He's got to have that.
I mean, it's right in front. I'd love to see the bounce again.
Good dirt ball read.
I have
Yeah?
that. I have that on both of them.
Young, who I was commenting on his speed before, he gets
You can
there.
make up for it with good instincts. Base running, kids. Remember that.
Man, if you're Arizona, that's an awful feeling.
Can't have that happen.
The fact that Miguel Castro is pitching in the most important game of the World Series
Right?
is just insane.
Now you have Semien up, and if you don't get Semien, Corey Seager gets to bat.
I
We
think
need
it was.
to lock in for these next couple at bats, and then I need you to tell me about the Krispy Kreme.
I think Buster
Okay.
Lonely was calling this a
I'm
kitchen
gonna be
sink
honest,
game.
probably got it blocked out.
The game 4 is a kitchen sink game.
Excuse me?
Buster Lonely said that game 4s are traditionally kitchen sink games where
You gotta
they
throw everything at him.
I like that.
Oh,
Well, going down-
Jankowski.
Going down 3-1 is like, that's over.
Pride of Stony Brook, Long Island. Here comes the homer.
Where's my phone? James O'Brien in the chat. You may know him as Squints.
Squints!
Castro have fake hair extensions. He was on the Yankees
Oh,
last year.
let's
And look
go,
at that.
Jankowski.
Jankowski, who gets the start for Adolis Garcia
Something only Jimmy O'Brien could notice.
with a little single up the middle. Yeah, he's probably got the Framber going, right?
I'm a little torn because I'm.
You could
I
have
think
grew
I'm
him
rooting-
out. They're actually really long.
Yeah,
That's years of hair.
it's a great.
Man.
And he was
that
on the
is-
Yanks last. Didn't he
That's
kind
right.
of tuck it in the hat last year for the Yankees?
I think he had
He
some
went.
stuff in the hat,
Yeah.
but not that much stuff.
And maybe it's the original hair.
Talk about hair. Look at Jankowski.
Extended in.
Yeah.
You don't see
You
that.
don't
too
see that
often.
on a baseball field a lot,
You
huh?
don't see that. I think he's a beat.
You see a lot of college linebackers with that.
Tell you what, I don't like hair below the ear.
I'm
Cut it off.
I am rooting for
Probably
the
a draft
Rangers,
dodger,
but I
too.
also like want you to be able to go tomorrow and have like not be the season on the line. 'Cause I feel like that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean
So I'm kind of torn.
I have my Snakes Alive shirt on, but yeah, I mean just the anxiety of the crowd beforehand in a
Yeah.
3-1 we could lose the World Series game is brutal.
So I want the Rangers to win the World Series.
Where if they win tonight, it's 2-2,
Yeah,
and like
a lot more fun. I think.
whoever wins the 2-2 game is like, oh my God, we're gonna win the World Series.
Yeah. So I think I need the D-backs to win just so you and Taylor have a good time tomorrow.
I mean, you just can't go
Nice
down
pitch.
on a Miguel Castro wild pitch. So
No. Also, like, I think 3-1 in Game 5. Like, there's a chance that Like having the Rangers.
That's a
close it
changeup
out
if I ever
earlier,
seen
like,
it.
Right.
That would be a
They could potentially jump in the pool, which people have been talking about a lot.
AJ Hawk in the chat.
AJ Hawk
Doesn't talk.
slider. That's a
That's
double.
yoked. That's
Yeah,
yoked down the line.
Marcus
That could be
Semien.
That's gonna
3-0,
score
guys.
too.
He needed to have a big game.
Oh, he's kicking
no,
it
Loris.
around.
Oh,
Is that gonna be a triple? Sure
Just
is.
like that, it's 3-0, folks.
Marcus Semien with Adelise out, he needed a big game,
Hey,
and
man.
man, he had it.
Called it, Zoe.
He went to Miguel Castro in the second inning.
Call Zoe DeMalia.
I don't love the Castro move. I don't love the whole.
Castro
right now,
pitching in the
general.
second inning of a must-win game. I understand it's game 4. You got not much left, but
You gotta have a quicker hook with him too. That was a great swing by Semien.
Good
Kowski
swing.
on his horse.
He can run.
Not only does he
He
get
can
on
run.
with a single, he shows off the legs. He's showing his worth.
I mean, we gotta have those
Look
answer
at
backs now.
Evaldi.
Who's pitching tomorrow? Is it back to game 1 starters?
Yeah. So it's Evaldi. Hedges is out of control.
He's
Out
a
of
very
his
happy
mind.
looking man.
He's been out of control.
It's part of that Rose rotation. Good job,
Man,
Castro. Hit
Miguel
the showers.
Castro.
I don't feel like maybe pulling him before. Did he have 3 batters already before that Semien had that?
Yeah, I
He
think
started
so.
the inning. No.
No.
No, Mantiply started the inning.
Mantiply started.
Aggressive slide.
Man, you're 1 pitch away from a 0, and now it's 3, man. And that's what Texas does. But if you're the Snakes,
I'm not worried if I'm the Snakes. I think they can put together some offense.
I
I'm a little
mean,
worried.
you
It's
have
a bullpen game for Texas, too.
to score, which you didn't do yesterday. I mean, 3 is fine, but it's also not, man.
How many times have the Snakes scored like four runs in the postseason?
We've had a couple big innings.
A couple big ones. I feel like they don't score a ton.
Scored 7 in the first game.
That's true.
Dodgers game, they had a big inning too against the Brewers.
Yeah, I guess it's like when I'm watching them, it feels like Cattell and Corbin Carroll.
They chip away.
Mini Vizzini. Castro has 3 earned runs in 1 inning pitched this series. Not what you want.
Man, and the other thing is you know, as we get to limited games left, I started saying this before. I texted Dalton Feely late last night. And I said, "Hey, sorry, Dalt. That's tough."
Tough.
And he was like, you know, umpire was inconsistent. Not the reason we lost, but we didn't score. And he's like, honestly, I'm more hurt about game 1. They could have been up 2-0.
Yeah. Changes the whole complexion.
5-3, 9th inning,
Changes
1
the
out.
whole
Paul
complexion.
Seawald, it's one of those things that if you start doing storylines or the DVD or whatever it is, God, that's
honestly that's a great point. Paul Seawald, which it's kind of tough to hold that all against him, but
I mean, he was kind of due for one.
2-0,
it's also the guy. It's Corey Seager, so you know,
it's kind of tough. But,
credit to them. But
I mean,
that stings.
that stings a lot.
That probably changes the whole feel of Game 3. But hey, in the words of Yankees manager and John Boy Media liaison Aaron Boone, it's right in front of them.
Friend of the pod.
What is it, the second inning? It's
Yeah.
going to be a long game, boys.
It's bottom of the
Lock in.
second.
It's going to be a long game.
I might have a beer.
Do it. I had a
might.
couple last night.
I was, if
were
there
you
was a
drinking?
Celsius
With cracked
here, I was going
oil?
to drink one.
Oh, Jack was drinking too.
Not really.
He used to be.
He had 1 or 2, I think.
A guy named Jack
College
Doyle.
used to get after
Twisted
it.
tea.
A guy named Jack Doyle, not a big drinker. It's weird.
He used to get after it in
He's
college.
got a drinking name.
We both
Oh,
kind of
Jack
hit a
Doyle,
wall.
that guy can drink.
It's weird. We're both once we graduated college, we're both just like, we don't even want to drink anymore.
I had my first Celsius
Content boys. Wow.
live on the air on Friday night on DAZN. Those things
Wow.
work.
Oh, yeah, man.
Whew.
They're
That
no
was your
joke.
first one?
Yeah, I got scared.
They're sweeping the country, dude.
Jake Paul, that's
boy.
Drake.
Corey
Oh.
Seager
Gone.
in the pool area.
Oh my
That's 5.
God!
All right, now I'm worried. First pitch out of the pen.
Corey Seager
T-
is a bad man, dude.
F-A.
See the
He's a
Was that
bad
another
man.
first pitch?
you're looking at the
Bro.
World Series MVP.
Second pitch?
Is that his third two-run home run? Is it a two-run home run of the series?
Yeah.
I think so.
Dude, that's crazy. Pay that man again.
You're looking
Double
at
down. Pay
the
him
World
again.
Series MVP if the Rangers win it.
Snakes losing.
I mean, he was so good
aliveness.
in that Dodgers run too. He was nuts.
Still World Series MVP. Got a chance for 2 right
I
now.
wish he would celebrate a little more, and then I could be even more in on him.
He let out a good one after the double play.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
and the
he let
homer.
out the screen.
So-
I would like to see like a more of that because he's moving up my favorite player list fast.
Damn, he's had 19 playoff home runs? When did
That's
that happen?
Crazy.
All those years on the Dodgers?
Yeah.
He's a beast. He's been around a while.
Bro, that is nuts to me. 19 home runs for Corey Seager in the playoffs is crazy.
I mean, they were in the playoffs every single year.
Right.
He was there.
I just never think he's like probably because of what you just said though. He's so like unassuming.
Your Hall of Fame take, aging well.
Fair.
Oh, what was that throw?
Out.
Well, inning from hell
Tough inning.
for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
That was a bad inning.
They were a pitch away from 0.
Do agree. Interesting point by
God.
in the chat. Feels like an intentional walk situation. A little bit.
Probably.
You mean we're opening first base?
Yeah,
just a
they
guy on
brought in
third.
a lefty,
You got Simeon on
but
third.
still.
Feels like you just go, all right, 2 outs to throw up the 4s,
Could be an epic comeback.
put him on. Considering he's like insane, hits a home run every at bat.
Look at these hockey lads
I was gonna say Mark
put
Messier.
together some fits together.
I respect it.
Mark Messier still having a lot of sex. Steve Levy, not as
Yeah.
much.
Mark Messier,
True.
sex door.
Chat, we're here. Straight out of your nightmares.
We're gonna need something.
Not missing Adolis Garcia right now. Man, that Jankowski ball is off the end of the bat. The wild pitch.
Wild pitch.
Is it a wild pitch? That's
Simeon-
tough, man.
Simeon double was right on the line too.
Yeah. You just knew, though.
Gurriel
I've
kicking
seen
it around.
I've seen a lot of hooks down the line. That
It
one.
looked like a fair ball to
I
projection.
need a run this inning. Just one.
Jessica Brand with the stats.
I don't feel
Teams up
great about
5
it.
plus at any point in the
No.
World Series
But
are
I think I need
224 and 6 all time.
Because I think the Rangers are gonna score.
You need to run this inning, or you need the game to. We need to like blink and 2 innings just happen, and the score is still 5-0.
Yeah,
And you're
for
like,
sure.
oh, okay.
I mean, they're gonna still hit.
The game just froze.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
That's a good song.
Is he rich like me?
Like me.
Everyone.
Core. You can do it. Little left bicep. Oh, just a little. Ooh.
Are you flexing on stream?
No.
Jake will be in Arizona tomorrow.
Fly in there.
You might be there by midday, Arizona.
Dress all black for a funeral.
So
I
what's the itinerary?
I land at 12:15ish. The game is at 5 Pacific time. I've got a couple options when I land. The man, PHNX, who does some content stuff. They told me to come through, and they did say their office is 2 blocks away from the stadium.
Like that?
So that might be 2 birds getting stoned. Maybe get a coffee and a snack there. Azuko,
You say 2 birds getting stoned? That's gotta be a T-shirt.
we got Ice Brand.
Someone's made that
It's gotta
T-shirt,
be a
and if
T-shirt
they
already.
haven't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay. The other thing, a good friend of mine, Cole Tucker, said he's going to be in Arizona tomorrow. So maybe I could grab a bite with him quick. That would be neat.
Well,
He
who's
said
happy?
he's going to the game.
Significant other be there?
I didn't inquire.
Don't ask.
Ball low.
Is Jessica with you?
Jess is not going.
Oh, sorry, Jess.
No
Cole
one's
Tucker
going.
link up in the AZ.
In the AZ.
Did anyone call it the AZ?
I would like to grab a beer with the fella.
He when he was streaming here last year, we went out with the squad. Disco Kev came out. Pax. I think Jess rolled through. We had a little it was a stream and go out crew.
I
We
respect
did that more last year.
Times were nice.
So
Christian
he kind of looks like
Walker.
he's just kind of lobbing it in there.
Not the
He'd
at-bat you were
sling.
looking for.
Classic lefty. Are you trying?
Boom.
I love that
his
swing,
knees
man.
touching the floor.
Talk about getting your legs into a swing. do anything to have a swing like
Maybe
that.
we don't pitch to that guy. Maybe
That's such
it's
a
too
pretty
late.
swing. A little wince.
Oh shoot!
It is a little wince.
He has the back problems.
I mean,
Ball up to Tommy Pham.
that's probably a strike.
Trying to get his World Series MVP on.
So
if the
far, I've
Snakes do
got
something.
John Turturro and I forgot the other one.
John Turturro.
George Lucas.
It's right down the middle.
I like feet. I don't know why.
I am rooting for Texas, but this inning I'm rooting for the Diamondbacks.
I reserve the right to change my mind every inning.
Oh, I flip flop every inning.
Ah!
I like that
Nope.
Heaney does the
Thomas
mid windup,
Pham.
taps into the glove.
I can get to the
You like the
Bermuda
tap?
Triangle. It's caught.
I like the tap.
Whole mechanism. Oh,
There
the
it is.
pool.
Ooh, that's
Jake,
what
you
you're
see
gonna
that
be.
guy in the pool?
Yeah.
What do you say to him? Hey, take it easy.
Hey, hey,
Hey, are you peeing in there?
hey. No
Prove
peeing
it.
in the pool.
He's got 2 feet on 2 different things. That seems like a violation.
Yeah.
Be like, come over here. Show me if you peed in the pool.
That's a technical foul. Bruce Bochy.
Tell you what, if the Snakes do go down, they're not going to go out quietly. I expect some magic tomorrow night, regardless.
Hey, you know what? Maybe it's the
It's
start.
gonna be tense tomorrow.
Maybe it's the
How
start
many
of the
times
story.
did you count them out this year? This October?
They got counted out twice last series.
Not twice last series.
1-1 Lord Escurial. There's Monty. Handsome. Free agent soon. That's got a lot of
There you
play.
go.
That's a
That's a
single.
good swing. Nice swing. 2-out rally.
The Rangers as World Series champs
He's
after
had
I
quite the
buried them for doing the roll call would be
Mm.
something that no one's thinking besides me.
Were they the first one to do it? No, the Phillies were.
No, they were the first, man. And I
Really?
said you guys are losers because you never even won a World Series.
Whoa.
I went there.
Now look.
Oh, look.
Having strong takes on the internet.
It's a risky game.
I remember sending that to Kai. He was so excited.
Chris Broussard.
He's got strong takes.
Oof.
That's a great pitch.
Heaney doesn't get that.
I'm spending a little stingy with Heaney tonight. He's had some
Has
good
been.
pitches.
Stingy
Maybe
is a
it's
great
like
word.
his arm slot or something.
Alec Wingfield, 2016 Cubs were down 3-1 Zo.
That is true. Alec Thomas, sneaky hot.
Cavaliers, he is. Followed him on Instagram the other day.
He looks a lot
No
like
follow
Carroll.
back, that's okay.
How many followers?
Alec. Wasn't crazy. I
You
want to
got
say
a
in the teens.
More John Boy morning meeting and more.
Kevin Ginkel did go follow for foul,
Did D-backs
whatever.
lose? How did the lifeguards drown themselves?
Oh,
I
If
don't
so,
want
maybe
Jake to
stay
drown
home,
himself.
Jake. If not, no worries.
it's one of those things you just can't respond to.
Yeah,
You like the username, but none of
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, I didn't even want to read it.
Almost none of that works.
Don't drown yourself. You did make me laugh a lot this morning. That text made me
I know. It was a good.
It kind
I
of made my morning.
jumped right to you, Zo.
I was like, that's very funny.
I was crossing the street late night after recording. Caught myself staring at the big MetLife building. Alec Thomas!
Thomas!
Hit the pole.
Oh!
Man, it felt foul, but then he started running hard and it got everyone hyped. Yeah.
I mean, I need to see a little bit more of what Alex Thomas got going on, look-wise. Because the hair's there.
Hair's there.
I think we got 3 chains, if I'm correct.
Oh,
Which
I don't
is
know.
maybe this
I wanna
last,
get a
maybe it's
chain.
like one that's like double layered.
Where
But
do you
there's a
even
lot
look?
of chains going on.
Where do you even look for a chain? I want a chain.
I have like a small one.
I mean, I've been in the market
Alright.
for like months, and I just don't know where
Depends
to
on how
look.
much money you want to spend.
I don't want to wear something like cheap.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you price-wise. I don't know how much mine was off the top of my head.
Three,
They're
4
kinda
bills?
expensive. It's probably what you're looking at.
That's reasonable.
You're a
You want
watch
a
guy,
real
right?
one.
I like watches.
I haven't reached my watch error.
Got a
What?
movement watch.
Watch error is right.
3 chains.
3-2. What do you got, Heaney?
Is that your tummy?
That was my tummy.
What'd you have for dinner?
You hungry?
Challenge him. I had a salad.
Nice.
He does, and
Alec
Thomas
again,
puts
he
that
goes
same
the opposite.
swing, but he's
That's
right
right at him.
there.
Nice opposite field swing now.
Good at bat. No runs. Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Spaghetti goes.
I'm gonna go pee and get a drink.
So I was going to pee, get a drink. Chat.
A jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
Yeah, the boom,
It's a
boom
good
into
commercial.
my eye.
this song.
It's a good commercial. Got the dad playing with the kid.
Jake likes a good commercial.
All-time song. I do love a good commercial. Jitterbug in my heart.
If you weren't doing this, you think you'd like to get into marketing?
That's what I majored in. Makes me excited when something like the Burger King song.
That was.
I mean, look what that did to our society.
Took over.
It broke people.
In the winter, we were singing it at the Giants' playoff party. Full entire bar.
Whopper, Whopper, double Whopper.
Bad commercial, great song.
This room's getting chilly. Snakes currently aren't alive, so I'm going to hide my outfit until they are.
Dan looks like he has a jitterbug phone. Yes. Big buttons on it.
You did a lot of jitterbug in your day.
I like a phone with big button. I have Life Alert. Every senior citizen should have Life Alert. I actually know the guy that created Life Alert.
No way.
Cleaned his pool. Lives in the Hamptons. His name is Howard Siegel.
I've never done the Hamptons.
Dude, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to tell me where to go.
You got me at your disposal.
You got the hookup?
And I got many hookups there.
Really?
Montauk, West Hampton. Not really an East Hampton guy. I like Southampton. I would just tell you to go right to Montauk.
Find me a place to stay for the weekend, and I'm in.
Next summer we'll plan it out.
Okay.
Take a stop. You could stop at Canobbio house.
Get some Sammys.
Hook you
Play a
up
little
a
whiff.
nice little stop. Couple.
Rice and stot.
Maybe a bowl of pasta.
Oh. I gotta get my pasta game back up.
What's your go-to pasta?
Once every 2 weeks or something.
I had pasta last night. It was really good.
I mean,
Montauk
dude, I've had
overrated.
pasta. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
It's none of your business, Austin.
Couldn't tell you.
None of your friggin' business.
Ding, 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 ding.
Montauk, I wouldn't say it's overrated. If you've never been there, it's fun. If you're from out there, like I am, you kind of avoid it a little bit now because it's kind of becoming more of a socialite stop. Plouf went to Montauk this summer.
Ploof.
He stayed at a nice spot out there.
Does it.
Gabagool.
He does it the right way.
Does it the Plouf way. A little bit of gabagool. Rigatoni. Rigatoni's good. Penny's. I think Penny's probably my favorite.
Mmm. Yeah, I mean, I always start that conversation with the same thing. If you give me any of the pastas that got meats or cheese in them,
That's not. Yeah, it's not really
that's
pasta.
the win. But that's not really pasta.
Tortellini.
Oh, tortellini, bro. I'd eat tortellini forever, I think. Ravioli.
Plouf is a hand.
You know what? This is an old guy statement, but the olds are here right now. Man of God. It just becomes a lot.
It is a lot.
It's just a lot of ricotta
Stuffed
cheese
shells.
in there, you know?
Stuffed shells was a fixture of the Canobbio house for a while. Then it just becomes too much, right? Oh,
Chopper to first. Walker Field steps on it. Yeah, you gotta be clean if you're the Snakes. Look at that shot with the puppy frog behind you, the frog dog. What's that, camera 4, Beebs? Look at that. 2 olds and a frog dog with a hat on. Welcome to the John Boy Media live stream of World Series Game 4. No more Max Scherzer. No more Adolis Garcia. And
Don't
here
matter.
are the Texas Rangers. How'd they get 5 that inning?
just did it.
What was Max Scherzer's injury?
What a disaster
Old.
class back.
Back.
Old back.
I almost thought maybe Bochy was doing a goof.
You thought there was a
he's known
chance
to
of
goof.
spoof.
Or he'd be like, oh, let me give John Gray all the warm-ups. Backs are tight, isn't it, Max?
I threw that out there.
Which
But
one?
also old.
I think Bochy's got a little goof in his game.
I don't think so.
I think Boch has just a little bit.
Probably farts so loud.
His grandkids has, like, he's real goof.
I want to see his undershirt so bad.
Yeah.
What do you
at
think
that
he's
thing.
rocking?
It looks like it's an early settler's pajamas.
I respect that.
Onesie.
There's a chance. Like, where'd you get that lollipop? Get out of here.
Oh, I have a a candy take.
Okay.
It's insane that we have a bag of dark chocolate.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I mean,
That's
who's
almost
reaching
like
for the
that's
dark?
almost like they baited us
Dark
to see how
chocolate's, like, good for
desperate we
you.
are tonight.
That's bullshit.
Dark chocolate's good for you.
No, like,
That
I'm not
actually
denying.
is a really
It's old.
good office candy.
I'm not denying that it's
So
good for you, but like if I'm having candy,
Dude, after a
I'm
meal,
going gross.
after a meal, and you have a little dark chocolate, maybe some red wine.
Dude, what?
I think that it's a good
Dan's
office
being
movie.
old.
I need you to look at me in the eye right now and tell me the dark chocolate take is a goof.
Dark chocolate's really good. It's my go-to.
Ronnie in
Milk
the
chocolate's
chat.
too.
Milk
Bochi,
chocolate's delicious.
Bochi
bro.
sleeps with a droopy sleepy cap.
That is true. I want to become a point in my life where I sleep with a nightcap.
To the
way.
don't wake daddy
No
one. Don't.
way.
Wait.
Like I come out like
Daddy.
who goes there? I got a candle.
Why do you have to? What's the point of a sleep cap?
Candle's good.
There's that mouse in the kitchen.
What are you kids doing?
Thank you, Van Rod. Dark chocolate is good for you.
I mean, I will die on this bridge.
Dude, dark chocolate with
No,
red
I'm not
wine.
denying it is good for you. I'm denying it tastes terrible.
It's an acquired taste.
That is true.
For-
It's just not as good as other
No,
chocolate.
milk chocolate is obviously
Yeah.
tastes better. I'm not gonna lie.
Where do you come in on white chocolate?
Oh, get it out of here.
Pretty bad,
I like
right?
white
You
chocolate.
don't even want to look at
I'm
it.
not
What's the
sure.
point of it?
It's got to be smaller doses.
Why do you even make it?
Yeah, that's a good point. Small doses.
Too
White
much white chocolate.
Get outta here.
It feels like you drank milk.
It does. But I ate a piece. I thought it was milk chocolate, and finding out it was dark chocolate, I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
that's a bad feeling.
We did a tier list of candy today.
You do wear a nightgown to bed, Dan. You have pajamas for each day of the week. Like, it's Monday night. It's the plaid pajamas.
You give me too much credit. Though.
Just watch the Beckham documentary.
Yeah, so I got a little bored on episode 3.
Yeah,
They went deep into
there's
soccer.
definitely some. Comes at low, nobody up the middle, and oh boy.
I was about to say, I like the turtleneck. I think Kyle Nelson's wearing a turtleneck. I like it a little less when you're giving up hits, but I like the vibe.
Okay.
I wish I could rock a turtleneck.
If you're Tori, you gotta shake.
Maybe it's a mock turtleneck.
You gotta shake the snow globe right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who else is available?
Someone.
Rangers, if they score here, it might be over.
Tori's shaking the snow globe.
Here it comes.
Didn't like what I saw from Castro and Nelson. Gotta be honest.
Peppermint bark.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
You're getting some good glass out
No
of me tonight,
peppermint
Dan.
bark.
Peppermint bark.
You're out on peppermint bark?
I
kinda
like
it.
peppermint bark, but you just there's never a discussion to bring it
This
into.
commercial makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah, it's this time in
Like if we're talking about good candies or chocolate, peppermint bark shouldn't be in the game.
Can I ask what your candy... Did you say you did a tier list? What'd you do?
Tier list of candies.
What were your S tier candies?
You know, the Snickers,
Reese's.
Sour Patch.
We were gonna do a 10-minute tourney candy, but then Jack made a really good point. He can't eat most candies because he's a lot of allergies. So I was like, and he's like, I've never tasted them, and I was like, that's a good
nuts.
point.
He's never. What candy has Jack never had?
All the nut ones.
He could just go by wrapper.
Yeah, and I was like, you want to know what? I respect not giving cakes on something you don't know. And I was like, I respect that. So we didn't do it. Sour Patch Kids are good.
Sour
The
Patch
watermelon
Kids is
ones-
S tier.
The watermelon ones are S tier. The regular ones are C. The watermelon ones might be.
The watermelons
best.
are good, but it's a cheat code.
I think the watermelon ones are.
You
Like
should
the
have to
best piece
eat
of
the
candy that's ever existed.
all of them and build character. You can't just get all the best.
Yeah, I mean, but I'd rather just have the best.
I
Reese's
know,
are my
I know what you're
favorite
saying, but
candy.
then once those started coming out, I was like, this. What are we doing as a society?
Where'd Twix fall for you?
Twix is like a name brand. Twix is like an institution. Should be S.
Twix is pretty good.
Twix is S.
Twix.
You know what was not S was Milky Way.
Oh, where'd you have it?
Every time I bite into a Milky Way, I wish it was a Snickers.
Yes, every time you have a Milky Way, you wish it was any
Like,
other.
damn, I
candy.
wish this was
Yeah,
Snickers.
I wish this was better.
That Milky Way and Three Musketeers never
Oh
did
my God,
anything.
they're
It might
in
as
my
well be
head,
the same thing.
they're the same
It's not
thing.
candy.
Yeah,
Three Musketeers I've liked, but I know I'm in the minority. Milky Way, I'm exactly where Canobbio's at. It's like, I like this, but
I have it as a form of punishment.
But-
Yeah,
Like,
you want it to be
it
you're
feels
looking
like
for
it could
crunch.
have easily been one of like the really good ones.
Twix is fucking great.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Milky Way might be for an F for me. Like I think I'm out.
I wanted it in F.
Like, if it's the only candy, I'm having no candy.
I was just about to say I may never have another Milky Way in my life, but I'll have one of those mini ones.
The
at some
mini
point and
ones.
just be
It's,
like,
it's always the last thing remaining in the bowl.
last thing in the bowl.
There's like eating candy in general is kind of a life decision you have to live with. Like, I'm eating candy today.
Right.
So if it's like
Crunch.
Milky Way, it's like I can pass on that.
Bunch of crunch.
Crunch bars are good.
Goated.
Amani Bates getting run
Someone
for
put
Cleveland.
Gushers in there, and I said that's not a candy, that's a snack.
Luis Frias, first pitch, Walker.
Walker, what are you doing?
That was a double play.
Gold Glover, Christian Walker.
This game's about to be blown
And
the frig open.
we are at the pivot point where this
Right.
is either going to turn to 9 or Arizona needs a miracle. Christian
Can you
Walker,
do a
dude.
poll for me? Ask the chat if they think I'm an Almond Joyce guy. 'Cause
There was a
now
big
I'm-
debate on mounds, too.
I mean, that's tough.
He kicked it, man.
That could have been a huge momentum swing.
Leody Taveras still looking for his first hit, and they walked him last time, which helped lead to the rally.
That's got to feel
Can't
tough
walk him
if you're
here.
Christian Walker right now.
You do kind of seem like an Almond Joy guy.
I want the people to discuss.
I know.
I didn't know that Butterfinger changed their formula.
Frias.
Did they?
Tom Ace, he says it, I believe it.
I'll believe anything.
Tom Ace is the gospel in me.
You need a strikeout like you need air. You can't even really have a productive out here.
It kind of needs to be a
2-1, fastball in.
79 votes.
6-0. Like that's.
83 votes.
I mean, that's kind of.
82 votes.
What do you got to start figuring who was throwing.
It's a nice
That's
pitch.
a
Backdoor
great pitch.
slider.
All right, this is the big
Okay.
pitch for your snakes, Jake.
Do you go fastball up? Do you try that slider again?
Slider.
He's going fastball in. Went slider. Nice
That was
piece.
I mean, that's a good fight. If
Little ahead of it.
Would have liked it a little lower. That's a pretty good pitch, though. What do you go fastball in here? Or do you go for the strikeout pitch? Because sack flies kind of.
Nick's up at 9.
Yeah, you're in such a bad spot here. Like, part of me loves, like, even a high fastball away, but if he just pokes that, the game's over. If he does anything,
Oh,
the game's
boy.
over. Just don't walk him.
I don't think that's what he wants.
Full count.
See, I didn't love throwing a ball there because full count, like walking in the 6th run, is like that's almost death.
3-2, 1 out, bases hucked.
Oh!
Tavares, what you doing?
That was never a strike.
That's either big nuts, or that is luck, or that is somewhere in the middle.
Never a
'cause,
strike.
My God. Leody Taveras takes
Yeah.
that. I think for a moment.
Yeah.
If that's his fastball, that might have plate.
You throw it out to me in blitz.
Whew.
I'm sorry now.
1-2. That's an amazing strikeout
Yeah.
pitch. 3-2.
The Travis Jankowski game, people are saying?
So now we're going on out 4 of the inning for Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
If he gets this out,
Know what I'd sneaky love here?
what would you love, Jake?
Warning track fly ball. So everyone just has a massive exhale.
Yeah, you're starting to get a little bit of Zoe in your game.
I think that would do more for the crowd and the
That looked like
team.
a strike to me.
That's tough,
That's
man.
something I would also like.
Ump hasn't been into the low pitches tonight.
Giving Travis
But no,
Jankowski
like
the benefit
that
of the
fly
doubt.
ball to the track, everyone in the stadium goes, fuck. Like
Dude.
we have to leave. It's 9-0. I just paid World Series tickets. And then it's in the glove and you're like, okay.
I'm gonna.
Oh my
boy.
God.
No way!
The Jankowski triple. Good night, the lights.
Travis Jankowski has 2 hits in this game. 2 huge hits.
God, he would have liked that strike before. The Texas Rangers. God, this is so...
This kind of sucks.
This is brutal.
I mean, awesome. if you're a
Christian
Rangers fan.
Walker, dude. Christian Walker.
Jankowski, you're a bad man,
Former Met.
Stay ready.
but that's bad.
Yeah, I
Also
mean,
tough for baseball.
When you can do that, and then you're a 9-hitter, and just turn it right over to Simeon and Seager.
The
two out offense.
I mean, that ball to Christian Walker is that's it.
It's man, when you start putting the DVD together.
Oh boy.
Oh!
That's gone, folks.
Did
10-0.
I say Marcus Simeon homer?
You did.
Field goal is good.
I mean, all right, guys, let's get weird in the chat. We
10-0.
Fellas.
And we are
Oh,
2 innings. into
no Adolis Garcia.
And they put up 10 before they registered 9 outs. Before all of their hitters registered an out, they put up 10 runs on the D-backs in their building.
Gonna keep showing Christian Walker.
Oh, Christian. God. The sign of a good team,
And
man.
nothing's great.
You guys want me to tell you a story about a train?
If you give an inch, they take a mile, man. It could have been a 0 in the second. It could have been a 0 in this inning.
Miguel Castro, he had 2-2. Then it was the wild pitch.
The double play ball by Walker, and here's Corey Seager up.
This is Mario Slugger. It would be mercy rule.
Whew.
It would be done.
They should institute a mercy rule.
Well, that's what, if you're the Snakes, you have a bullpen day plan. So you still have, you need
A lot
5
of
more
outs.
guys to
Van
pitch.
Rod.
Minimum?
When you get that official Van Rod game over super
Do
chat,
they have anyone who's like
That's when you
bad
know it's
that can
over.
They
keep
don't
innings?
have like a true long man.
all the 2 outs, right, Jim?
Who is there like? Is there anyone that could just be like
Position
even
player.
if how do you say his last name?
Position player.
You might see a position player.
Like, cause they can't throw anyone who's like good, right?
They have
You
to win
have
3
to win
games in a row.
tomorrow.
So they can't. I mean, this is like Torey Lovullo's. So you gotta be. happy.
5 runs with 2 outs.
Would you almost
twice.
rather it be 10-0 and then rather than a? And obviously, you don't want to go down 10-0. But if you're gonna lose like this, it's all. You can just go to a position player. You can go to a guy that's not going to pitch in the next couple of games.
I mean, also Phillies fans or
If-
Phillies players gotta be punching themselves right now.
Well, the Phillies did this to the Snakes. They were up
Sure.
10. They won game 2, 10-0. What's Let's check some Snakes pitching
can we get in the
options.
bullpen? Because there's gotta be someone who can throw 60 pitches for them and just eat 4 innings, even if he's giving up tanks.
A position player can't throw more than 30 pitches.
No, I mean, like, is there a reliever?
Right, a reliever has
man,
to come in this game. There are a lot of outs to get.
They had Slade Ciccone on their roster last series against the Phillies. They didn't bring him this time. They brought Jace Peterson, Jordan Lawler, and Pavin Smith, all hitters. So in their bullpen, they don't really have. It's Ryan Nelson, I think, can give them
He already
some
came
length.
in, right?
Kyle Nelson came
They
in,
got 2
double
Nelsons?
Nelsons, yeah.
That's kind of
4-letter first names. You might see Ryan Nelson get the Evaldi. You're throwing 75 pitches. We do not care what happens.
Yeah, because it's like,
Need that.
at this point, lose 20-0.
It's
Who
what I mean.
gives a shit? Like, you just gotta get through this. You just can't have your guys like Ginkle,
Yeah.
Sewell,
I
any
Yeah,
of
no-
them.
I guess Ginkle hasn't pitched in a few days. Like, ask him if he thinks he needs 15 pitches, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
'cause
true.
you might need those.
That's
But-
true. Like, if he's like, hey, if he goes out there and he's like, hey, get us a couple outs here, man. Just to, like, treat this as a warm-up day for you. Don't go crazy. But, I mean, also, this just sucks. Also, end the poll. We got 400 votes. I gotta know what this counts.
Come
That's
on.
a lot of Almond Joy votes.
All right, let's see it. Free wait.
The answer's gonna be yes, by like 65%. 67.
Oh, wow.
I was close.
Price is right.
I do like Almond Joys, but I've recently become allergic to almonds. So I can't have them anymore. But I do love
How
them.
do you come across
stuff.
that? How do you figure
I
that
started. I ate almonds a lot, and then like in the past year, whenever I eat them, my tongue gets really itchy,
Yeah, I get that.
and I feel like it's
My
like
tongue gets
sneaky
itchy,
to a
too.
point where one time I'm gonna eat them, and it's gonna be like, oh, I can't breathe.
I stopped for a little bit because I got that same sensation,
Scares
and then
me.
I went back and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not like allergic.
Yeah, I'm just like worried. Also, apple skin does the same thing for me. I eat an
Yes.
apple.
Yes,
The skin of
so.
it makes my tongue itch, which is feel like I'm riding a line there.
And LeMayo, Nate Evaldi will not lose. Come on, guys.
How about
Lost,
your Knicks, Dan? Kind of cooking.
basically
Up
lost
14?
game 1.
No one blows a lead like the Knicks, though. So
I could see. Did you ever want to do like New York radio?
Me?
Yeah.
I did a little bit of radio.
I could see you doing like a 2 to 6 radio show.
I would love to.
You just kind of talking.
I did morning radio, 6 to 10.
That would be a lot of fun. That was my dream as a kid.
It was, the mornings were rough. I used to get up at 3 a.m.
Mhm.
Every morning was the same routine. I get up at 3 a.m. and said, no.
I
First
did.
reaction was no. There's no way I could go on the
Yeah.
air.
I did like 2 months interning at a radio station where I just got a bunch of people coffee. Oh, did my mic fall off?
Radio is fun. I feel like it's
My
a
bad, BBD.
kind of sucks that it's a kind of dying form of
Makes me really sad.
entertainment.
I still listen sometimes.
I'm a big New York radio. If you grew up in New York area or the Northeast, sports radio is like a way of life.
I wouldn't say it's dying. It's just delivered differently. Like
is,
McAfee's huge.
That's true.
It's huge. But even when I put on WFAN, like I love my guy Gio. Grew up like 20 minutes from me on Long Island, and I love him and Boomer. Some of the other shows on WFAN, I'm like, what has happened to this station?
I mean, Dalt must be going through it right now.
Should we face? What's
No
up with that?
Longo with this start.
Why'd they just keep hitting?
Yeah, they mix and match with him, Rivera, a couple other guys, but kind of happy for him.
Think about the Rangers are in such a good spot pitching wise too, because Heaney, he can, I don't know how many balls that he has. He can just let him go, bro. This is like this is his dream right here.
Just like let him go till he gives up 4.
It's just Heaney dying tonight.
Heaney with a 10-run lead, that's beautiful.
At one point this year, Jake, I'm gonna make you do an all NBA draft with me and DVD.
Okay.
We're gonna lock ourselves in a room. The NBA All-Star Game is in Indiana, and John Cox is going because he lives, and so I might be flying to Indiana and staying at his house because that sounds awesome.
You ever been to an NBA? You ever
Right,
been to an
Adam.
All-Star Weekend?
Huh?
NBA All-Star Weekend is
I haven't,
the
but
best
it's-
All-Star Weekend there is.
I want to go to all the sports All-Star Weekends.
Dan Kervick, Zoe, try eating local apples or take a spoonful of locally sourced honey to prevent the itchy reaction to nuts fruit. It's a pollen thing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Dan Kervick,
I mean,
I'm
that-
allergic to pollen.
Dude, I have one of the worst allergies you'll ever meet. I went to
Wow.
a Mets game with Jolly and Taylor for Amtrak this year, and I almost died. It was the Celtics game 7 against the Sixers, and I couldn't even open my eyes. 'Cause I was just I was dying in an Irish bar in Washington.
That's where I want to
What
die.
the hell's
Yeah,
happening?
that's the way to go.
Seager?
God.
Smooth.
Seager just showing
Texas playing loose. Like they're up 10.
Texas Rangers. What were they? Were they up 3 games to 2 on the Cardinals in 2011?
What's that?
Weren't they up on the Cards in 2011 too?
I'm so bad with years.
They were definitely up in a series before in the World Series. They blew it.
Last World Series team to be up 3-1 and lose. Well, I guess they mentioned the
It's
Cubs.
a great pitch by him.
It might have been 3-2
Cubs, formerly the
when
Indians.
our guy hit the ball. We will see you tomorrow night.
I mean, Heaney's going to throw 100 pitches, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 100 pitches or 4 runs.
Okay.
Was a
Because
strike.
I mean, if you're a Bochy, you're just like, hey, Heaney, how many you got? Just
Yeah.
go throw strikes, and what happens happens.
See
80.
you later.
80 pitches.
That's
for the
like what the
Heaney dog.
D-backs need right now.
To swing.
Every team needs a Heaney.
No, they're like the sneaky thing on every World Series team is that guy who just eats. That was
Catel's
the
got
middle.
some pop. That'll get down.
That's a double.
Jankowski's always there. Cattell 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's insane.
That's crazy.
That must be interesting as Heaney though, because when you give up that double, you're like, that doesn't really. You're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, get the next guy. Bang a couple sliders to Corbin
David
Carroll.
Freese. That's the name I was looking for.
Mm.
They were down 3-2. The Cards.
The triple, right?
Yep.
Nelson
Triple
Cruz.
and a home run.
Nelson Cruz catches that ball. We're talking about something very different.
Nelson Cruz. Yeah.
Or he shouldn't have even been in the game.
I would like a Corbin homer here.
Show some fight.
Doesn't really matter.
If
But
you're Arizona, I mean, oh my God, we're throwing a first, Texas.
wait, why are they showing it first?
Guess they think Cattell might have missed first. Come on, fellas. Let's see. I mean,
Nailed it. Look at the ump looking at it.
Yeah.
Good for you, ump.
part of the gig.
Hi.
Guys, what if we're about to see the biggest comeback in World Series history?
I would like to see something cool.
What is the biggest comeback in World Series history?
I think another one of the blowouts was 8 runs, and I think they said that was it. From Carroll, Christian Walker. Wow.
Wow, beauty.
Yeah.
Carroll wants that.
Corbin thinks
reviewed.
it's close, but Heaney gets him by a half step, I
think
believe.
he tagged him too.
Look at Heaney running right
Let's
in the
see.
dugout.
Heaney's had a fun career.
That's an awesome
He's good.
play.
That's a great play.
It's a great
great
throw.
pick by
It's a
the-
great feed. It's a great
pick in general,
catch.
too.
Nate Lowe makes the play.
Jessica Brandt.
Walker
He's just a
doesn't.
statistician. We have a statistician in the chat. 1929, 9 runs.
9 runs. Okay.
Who was in that World Series, Jess?
1929 is too
That was the year I was born. It's a layup. That was a layup.
Early 29.
Early 20.
Went to 29.
We might be getting goofy, Jay.
The first winner. Why is that?
I mean, we got 6 innings of ball.
Oh.
It was
You're
the
worried about this
summer
game?
of 29.
9:20. We got 6 innings to go, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Been live all day.
Chat, what do you got? We're here. Straight out of your nightmares. Strike 2. Otherwise, it's going to be a deep dive into commercial YouTube. And you don't want that.
We're gonna be watching all of Dan Canobbio's favorite sitcoms, but we can't show them because you
Step
know.
by step.
We're going to have to act out scenes from I Love Lucy.
Oh my gosh, you look like
Andy
you
Griffith
love
Show.
Lucy.
My friends, Nick Proch, the mailman,
Three's Company.
his
You and Joe's both have a friend who's a mailman.
his parents, yes, his parents. They just won their like community's Halloween costume, and they did I Love Lucy.
That's wholesome.
So, Beatriz, is the series over, Jake? There's a good chance. The only thing the Snakes have going for them is they were counted out against Philly twice. They're counted out of the regular season.
There's a lot more pitching depth on the Rangers than the Phillies had.
Yeah, you'd need. I mean, it's Gallen, who hasn't had a great postseason.
Dude, Doctorful. Coach was a great show. You watch Coach?
Oh yeah,
Coach was awesome.
Coach was a great show. Gallen, Kelly's been nails,
I liked Merrill Kelly a
and
lot.
Fott was good. But they do have Evaldi,
Montgomery.
Monty, and then John Gray probably because
He's been good.
he's been really good and Scherzer's out.
That's the crazy thing about. It's like the Rangers just signed so many starting pitchers, and it's like the ones that they had signed DeGrom, they signed Scherzer, they signed John Gray, they signed Evaldi, Montgomery, and it's like, oh, DeGrom and Scherzer are like not a role really.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Martin
At all.
Perez, I think, is making around 20 mil
Yeah,
this
but
year.
like when he was signed, that was like he had a really good year for the
had
Red
a
Sox.
great-
So it's like, oh, to win, you really just need to pay 8 starting pitchers, and then 4 of them by
Yeah.
the end will have like be helping you, and then 4 of them won't.
And they're not even, right? Like
Yeah, it's like
so
Monty.
Evaldi and Monty.
Monty is the big guy, and it's like, oh, we have Jacob DeGrom and Max Scherzer.
They didn't
It's
get
like you
trade
just need
for
like
Monty.
so many starting pitchers.
Guys, we saw history tonight. The first team in World Series history to score 5+ runs in back-to-back innings. And here's Ryan Nelson falling on the sword.
The Bruce,
Ryan.
well, we're gonna see him for a while, but the Bruce Bochy lore is growing.
This guy's a
Bochy's-
freaking legend, man.
Bochy's a real one, man.
Beyond the
He's
legend.
kind of the so far it feels like he's the only old manager who's like come back and it's like kind of worked.
Well, and you know what? I've been waiting for this one to get dug up, BBD, but we had some chuckles when DeGrom signed with Texas. His press conference was, you know, I chose the Texas Rangers because I want to win a World Series.
They see something.
And everyone laughed.
Yep.
And now he's not even
That quote tweet's gonna go hard.
really a part of it.
Do you think that bothers guys at all?
Yes.
Like if DeGrom and like he's gonna like, I'll have a ring. Do you think he's gonna treat that like in his head like I have a ring, or is it like Acuna's? I guess a good example.
I think he'll say he has a ring. You know, he like pitched in this season. It's a while ago, but it's a long season. If you don't have any part of the season, man, like that would be tough for me.
Yeah.
But you contributed. It just you know.
I don't know.
The only art.
When you're like a stud and you got like a game with the team and that's why you did it and that's your ring, I
Well,
think
like,
that does eat at them a little bit.
It's also, I mean, if you're Jacob deGrom, I think he did throw like 8 or 10 starts this year, and if they do go on to win, like I don't know, if they had Jacob deGrom, they probably still win.
Yeah, I'd be really interested to like hear from someone's perspective, like who was like highly paid,
Sure.
like a high status on the team. Like DeGrom was like supposed to be their ace. Like obviously injuries you can't control it. Like if he's like no, like I was hurt, there's nothing I could do. I was on this team. I was in the clubhouse every day.
Right.
Like I earned that ring, or if it's more of a like the competitive side comes out.
Mike Hazen
On the season,
looks like
6 starts,
Blevins.
30 innings.
Yeah, so it's like
Usually,
30 innings for
obviously, he
DeGrom.
was a big part of like the culture shift there a little bit, like them
Yeah.
getting him. Obviously, it went in motion with the Seager-Simeon signing, but it was sort of them announcing themselves. Like he's symbolic in a lot of ways for that team.
I don't know how I would feel about that. I think I'd be like, no, I got a ring, but I don't know.
I think they do that in the back of their heads. They love a quote unquote real one to pair with it.
Players want to play. Analytics.
Players gonna play. Ballers wanna ball.
I feel like it's something you only think about in the moment. But like
This
at the end
is
of
my
Jacob DeGrom's
song
career,
for real,
like if he has a
no
World
doubt.
Series ring, it's like, oh, he won a ring.
You get a ring, you get a ring.
Yeah, like, oh, he won.
It's kinda-
Hooked out.
I think a sport like basketball would hurt a little more. Like, if you're a guy on the bench that really doesn't play,
Yeah.
like I know you're showing up to practice and stuff, and that's all a part of it, but hangs one to Young. Will the ballpark hold him? It sure does. Clean inning.
The momentum.
Don't let the snakes get hot.
Don't let that be the spark.
8 hits, 10 runs. That always blows my mind. Whenever you see a big number like that, there's always walks, there's always other BS in there.
No.
One
Not
that
the
I think
Rangers.
using the opposite. I think one like if the Diamondbacks win this, like if Nick Ahmed gets the ring, I feel like that one is weirder than DeGrom getting a ring.
Yeah, I mean, they let you go.
Whereas DeGrom, it's like I got hurt.
They
He's
let
part
you
of the
go.
future,
So I
DeGrom.
feel like that's like a weirder one. If that is probably one you don't really consider like I care, like I didn't earn this, I wasn't on the team. I don't know.
I still think he played some
I'm not
regular season games
Yeah.
that you're like, hey, I played those games. I kept other guys healthy.
I guess like I don't really have an opinion on it because I've never played baseball professionally, so I don't know. But
yet.
that's an interesting one. I
Yeah.
wonder what what do you think Trev says about that?
DeGrom's part of the future, man.
You take the ring.
You kind of help
Starts
put them
there.
on the map too, make them more legitimate. When he signed there, I was like, oh wow.
Everyone was waiting for that Kershaw signing
I was
for
like,
3
Yeah,
years.
that's true.
When he signed there, I was like, all right, they're building something here.
They're trying.
Yeah.
It's more than just Simeon and Seager. You know, DeGrom. He won't be back till the All-Star game next year, which is tough.
That is tough.
For their playoff run next year.
They're pretty set up though.
Nikki Cass, big announcement. Coming live soon.
That's pretty cool. When you told me about that, I was hyped.
Exciting stuff.
Does Mad Bum get a ring with the Snakes?
I think he could. Well, no, he didn't play this year, right?
Mad
I think he was released last year. I don't know. Tough.
You pitch. You
That's
play
a
one
tough
game.
one.
You throw one pitch for a team, you win, and you're eligible for a ring.
When are we getting together to
4
watch?
games, 16 innings this year.
Okay,
All right.
2 rings.
That's my goat.
Are we getting together to watch Five Nights at Freddy's?
I think I'm out.
We're having a screening of Rocky 4 in the lounge, and we're gonna make special martinis.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, you in?
I would love it. Rocky IV is a good movie.
So Tony Capabianco, our accountant here, has an espresso maker. So
Espresso
we're gonna make
martini.
espresso martinis.
He
We're gonna
looks like he
order.
has an espresso
Yeah, right.
maker.
We're gonna order some pizzas. And we're gonna watch Rocky 4
That
in
sounds
here.
like a lovely night.
What a night.
Well, after hours, 5 o'clock.
That's JRK. Just watched some We Got Ice videos of them practicing on this World Series crew strike zone.
That's a
Thanks,
good one.
man.
Boing.
It's a funny one.
Heen dog.
Heen dog got a
twirling.
heen.
I mean, Heaney must be just having a good time out there right now.
Burt Young tribute stream, always.
Don't.
Look at me started on Burt.
Too much Burt Young. And then you came in for Matthew Perry.
We were gonna talk about Matthew Perry and Jam Live, but we didn't want to bring the tone down.
It's tough, man.
It's not really hitting me yet.
There's yeah, I don't know. When it comes to death, everyone deals with shit differently. So I kind of let anything ride.
With him, you know, he had some addiction problems, and he actually, there's a clip of him saying, "If no one would be shocked if I died," which is sad, but also like
Tough.
very tough.
I
But
definitely have those clips out there too.
uh,
Different scales. Different scales.
I remember I went back and rewatched Friends during COVID, maybe. The first 4 seasons of Friends is elite.
Lead off walk.
I've never seen an episode of Friends.
It's like, I remember it being very corny. I also watched it like when it first came out, like a lot, like as it was happening. It was a phenomenon.
I always
First
love
4
Friends.
seasons are really good. They're very funny.
The internet likes to pretend Friends is bad for no reason.
The problem with Friends is it was going up against Seinfeld at the same time. Seinfeld's just a different.
Christian Walker down the line. Oh, keep going. Oh,
mean-
keep going.
I just felt like a walking version of the Chris Paul meme.
Hey, if we get 2 runs every inning,
Dude,
um,
don't tell these Arizona fans that's over.
I have 2 things to tell you. 1, go to SeatGeek. Download the app, use code JOHNBOYPostseason. You'll get 10% off anything you go to. If you've already had the app, if you've never had the app, code JOHNBOYPostseason, you'll save 10%. It's a no-brainer. You got to do it. I also cannot wait to see our winner of the 6th inning score challenge, because that is going to be...
I was trying to do some scouting.
That is going to be
Kevin
a...
and I were having a conversation.
That is going to be a horned-up Texas fan, it seems like. And they're going to get $500 to SeatGeek because of this current blowout, before Tommy Pham tightens it up.
We have a single the other way.
For everyone else, code JOHNBOYPostseason, 10% off any order. We can come back to Friends. Let's come back to Austin Huber. Hey, does anyone know what this button does? Also go Rangers, Austin Huber. You're the best.
Good one.
Zoe,
Hi, Jake.
I couldn't tell you what year it was. Maybe Daniel will be closer. Krispy Kreme happened.
Oh my God, yay! I forgot about that.
And it starts getting out that there's this donut place that's making warm donuts. And everyone, it was a massive U.S. whisper campaign. They started popping up everywhere. Look at the Diamondbacks crowd standing up in a 10-0 game.
Hey, there's Waldo behind home.
Let's
No
go.
outs. There's no outs.
Proud of them.
What they put up a 4th
I'm going to
fly
be
at?
in that fucking pool tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to make a memory.
Yeah.
So Krispy Kreme starts sweeping the nation. Whenever a location opened, like in an area, you kind of had to go. Lines down the street, the whole thing. I remember, by the time it got to the East Coast, it was already fizzling. But still, when it opened, you were like, I got to check this out. And it was donuts, and they were just hot, and you kind of saw them get made, and like that was the whole deal. Mm-hmm. And then they just faded.
Really?
Did you know about? You didn't
Like,
bring
no
up
one-
the red light.
No one hated them. What's the red light?
For some reason.
I always thought Krispy Kreme, if the red light was on, we drove past it and the red light was on, free donut.
Oh,
It means they were making a fresh batch.
I don't know about
So
that.
me and my friends would just drive around in circles, wait for the red light to go on. Might have been
I
stoned.
don't know if I've ever
Might
had a
have not
Krispy
been.
Kreme donut.
3-1, Tommy Pham.
Krispy Kreme glazed is pretty damn.
I
good.
mean, there's no way, right?
What, a 10-free game?
There's no way.
a walk here. Well, they just showed who was getting caught in the.
Dane Dunning.
I mean, he was a starter too.
Yeah, he's
Cool
good.
name.
Solid. He's solid. Oh,
Ah, Pham is like, fuck
We'll probably
you.
give him that on 3-1. That's a good swing.
A swing, Tommy Pham.
Red Sox legend.
Heen Dog, what do you got up your sleeve?
Yeah, Tom Ace knows about the red sign at Krispy Kreme.
Roxanne,
That's
you
not
don't
Nation.
have to put on the red light. Strike
That's a
three.
great
Dude, you just
pitch.
got diced up by the Heen dog.
If you're Bruce Bochy, even he comes back to this dugout, you're like, hey, just wait to throw strikes, bud. That's all you want. Don't walk anybody. Just throw strikes. Beautiful.
You just got
Tommy.
diced, sliced.
Kind of
was-
crazy. He started walking to first.
He was
And
looking away.
miced.
It's got a lot of plate.
He got buckled. He was like, ooh.
Pull the trigger. Easy for me to say. Lourdes Gurriel.
Good
Good
take.
take. God, he loves that outside pitch.
Should we get Krispy Kreme donuts sometime? There's one like right near us.
There's one oddly close.
Yeah, there was one like right there, right?
Walking into a
Yeah,
donut.
today I went for like a midday walk and I
That's
really
nice.
took notice of how close that Krispy Kreme is to us.
Little hot boy walk.
No.
Hot boy
That's
woke.
right.
Oh, Lourdes. Oh, he missed it. I saw that Macy's put up their Christmas lights, so I took a stroll around.
Nice.
I think this is very pleasant.
You got
You
a
know
stroll.
what, man? I've been living in the city for like 10, 15 years, and I never really take in the New York City Christmas.
It's beautiful.
I would
did
try to
last
avoid
year.
it because it's so populated and just. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me started.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I hate the
And
subway.
people everywhere.
People, the germs.
As we go on, we need. Wait 1 sec. It's a ball. Felt
2-1.
Like something was gonna happen on that pitch.
We should do like a.
I need one every inning. I need like one, like old man take you have, Dan.
I got you.
Need
bro.
you to start giving us knowledge.
Lives there.
I think we should do like some type of content where we go to the tree or something.
I went last year. It was very pleasant.
I'll go before it gets too crazy.
I feel like it's always crazy.
It's always crazy. Right?
Lourdes,
Jammed him.
that's a run.
Is the place going to fake erupt? Because that's almost rude to the team.
Yes.
You got to figure a lot of people out their first ever World
Tough.
Series game. So let them enjoy what they're.
I mean, we're carving them down.
Bit by bit.
And he's like, shit, my ERA.
He doesn't care.
I'm never going to the big leagues.
Heen dog and Heen.
Thomas with a good at bat last time. Just got to chop it. Chop it, AT.
Ah.
AT was always
Good
two
pick by him.
letters I kind of liked for a nickname.
AT?
AT.
Do people go by AT?
There's a kid in my high school.
How do you feel about
Wasn't
JJ
close with him.
in general? I feel like it goes either way.
Who? JJ?
No, just like the abbreviation. People who go by JJ, just like in general.
I know a couple. I don't like them.
I've had really good experiences and I've had really bad. I knew one who was like really nice and sweet, and then I knew one who was really mean. So it's kind of gone both ways.
JJ.
Tough to go with the initials, man. The 2-0 from the Heen dog to Alec Thomas. Big swing alert. And he gets him to roll out to second.
Throw it in the stands. Oh,
There's
that's
one.
fundamental.
One
Man.
run.
And
for the
Dan has to give us
Snakes.
an old man take
Second
now,
and
Dan.
third, nobody out.
What do you want to know about?
I don't know. I feel like you have to just tell
What are
us
you
things
guys
that you're thinking
doing?
about. I'm gonna pee in the
What
corner.
were the 80s like? Roland Deshane, super chat.
BBD, don't cut to me peeing in the corner.
When the people don't like the policies of the emperor, he builds a stadium for football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with the things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the world. Well, Roland, I saw that Instagram post too, so you're one of the sheep. But thank you for donating. We appreciate
$20.
you. Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is an old man
Man.
take, more of a New York take. If you ride your bicycle on the sidewalk, you should, as a person walking down the sidewalk, you should be allowed to kick them off the bike.
You should be allowed to kick them off.
Kick them off the bike.
Those are city thoughts.
I respect. That's an old city man.
Those are
thought.
city thoughts.
Whenever I see a bicyclist on the sidewalk, I just get filled with rage.
I did kind of feel bad about myself as a person the other day because I saw
Don't tell me
someone.
you did it.
No, I saw someone trip and almost spill something, and people almost falling for some reason really makes me laugh. And I laughed, and I felt like a.
Everyone should fall every once in a while.
If you see someone almost fall and
Yikes.
save it,
It's funny.
I try to give them a little like nice save, like
Nice
good
save.
looks.
As someone who's very clumsy, I compare myself recently to Melvin from Madagascar, the giraffe.
I watched that movie years ago.
One of
I think I'm
the
due to
fighters on
rewatch it.
Friday night.
You are due to rewatch it.
I remember
Melvin.
liking it.
One of the fighters on Friday
fun
night
movie.
came out Madagascar theme.
Really?
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of things going on. I had no idea what the hell was going on. That's not Trevor Plouffe, is it?
No, that's Trevor B. Plouffe.
Trevor B. Plouffe.
But
Another John Turturro.
felt bad about that.
John Smoltz has gone so quiet. You guys think John Smoltz is rooting for the Diamondbacks?
That's crazy.
Out of your skull.
Sean Smoltz is rooting for the series to end as fast as possible.
Have you ever ridden a tandem bike, Dan?
John Smoltz is rooting for 1992.
Can't say I've ridden a tandem bike.
That's a miss.
Where do you even get it?
Tandem bike? I don't think so.
Like what city? Not happening in New York
Do
City.
I have a day trip for me and you? Just going through the city.
That's a nightmare.
So, why aren't you pedaling? There's a bird.
I can see that maybe like Nashville.
In Nashville?
Nashville, they're big into the tandem bikes and the bike.
People speak
bachelorette
very
parties.
good of
The
Nashville.
pedal bikes. So I think you'd be overwhelmed by Nashville.
It's a party place, right?
Oh, dude, it's
not really
insane.
my
It's
style.
Vegas with live music.
Never been to Vegas either. Me in a party setting isn't really what you want to see. I kind of just stand in the corner
Same
and
to
I
you
do a
tomorrow,
little bit of
Jake.
this.
That's me, baby.
You been there?
I always have a drink in my hand.
Been there.
I'm always like, what you guys sipping
Oh, yeah,
on?
I went this summer.
Weren't you going to make that your thing for a little bit? Did we discuss that?
Yeah, I'm working on some more awkward party bits.
Yes.
Because I really want to make people uncomfortable. Just like, what was that social interaction?
Why?
Really learn to appreciate when people can be funny while being like really awkward. Like that's some great humor there.
Nelson's letting
How
him
about the kid Ryan Nelson? Might as well.
I'm just eating it.
Your arm's going to be sore tomorrow, kid. Hey, you ever heard of Nathan Evaldi?
eat. Nathan Eovaldi.
He's right over there.
Different set of circumstances, but
They got the.
he did it.
The Suns are tipping off apparently out there in Arizona.
Oof.
They're loaded.
Bradley
Booker hurt?
Bradley Veal.
I saw Booker on the bench, so you would know. Booker,
I'm out on the Suns. They are hurt. Booker and Beal were hurt. I'm out on the Suns. No defense. Wins the chips, fellas.
Who's gonna win it all this year?
Are they standing up to try to get strike three, or do we have someone on the field? We have someone on the
We
field.
have
Field.
I'm biased. It's going to
Oh,
be
boy.
Celtics Nuggets.
Ryan Nelson with the what?
Not liking it.
What the hell are you doing, dude?
I mean, that's going to be so annoying.
Dalton?
Get him off the field.
Dalton's just listing off stats at second base.
He's doing his street segment. And I'm gonna ride the field.
Advertising tomorrow's game.
All right, guys, and tomorrow we got a big game ahead of us. I just got a big game.
Zach Gallen. If not now, when? Buddy, I'll be there rooting you on.
I'm so out on the fan on field footage. I don't care.
Right,
Oh,
they
we
get.
got hit so hard. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't give a
Bochy's
shit.
not liking it.
I'm an immediate scroll by.
The only
I don't like the fights either.
the only one that did
It's the longest hockey show ever. By
I don't want to say piqued my interest. There was a person, I think it was this year at the Marlins game. Nate Lowe, Alec Thomas plays out there. Oh, Steve Levy's full outfit. My goodness.
This hockey show's crazy.
It's the longest show I've ever in the
They're
history
doing
of shows.
segments, bro.
I think there was a fan at the Marlins game who ran on the field, off the field, and escaped.
He got out?
Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, because there's no one there.
Yeah. So, I mean, kind of credit to him.
That was cool. It was refreshing because he didn't get laid out.
Everyone else, you're out.
Did they just like let him go back to his seat too?
I think he just, like, went straight for the exit.
He just went right out of town.
You just gotta get out.
Kind of got to, right?
So I'm pretty sure if you run the field, it's an automatic like fine, and you're going to jail that night.
Right?
The Slammer.
The slammer.
One night in the Slammer.
Can't wait for the night I call Jake. Jake, I'm in jail. I was jaywalking.
I fell on the ice at the Bruins game. What do you mean you fell on the ice?
It was a real bad circumstance.
Ryan Nelson. Make a memory, man.
Damn. Good fastball.
It'd be fun. Well, again, fun's loosely used. If we could have like a stadium security and do our own time trials,
Us blown
Like
up like a runner on the field.
longest wins.
Yeah, that would be funny. Also, someone said Nelson have something on his hat. He does like to lick his hands and go to that hat. But also,
Kick
it's
him out.
21, so who gives a shit?
But if you're licking your fingers, that means it's not the bad stuff.
Did 20 years in the can.
That's a good point.
That looked like a 10-1 strike 3, but the Snakes will take it.
I got a dinner reservation.
10 2
That's insane.
You're a pitch away.
That's torture. If you're the D-backs. Jake showed feet today.
I did. Jam Live.
Things got weird in Jam Live today.
Joe's asked to see him. First pitch, pop up. Who's there? My.
Damn, he's really out there.
And that's 3.
We're halfway through.
That's crazy that Gurriel's gonna say, "Give me that ball."
Just got to score another run here. Life is life. Life is life. Dan and Jake, you ever check out the Wikipedia page for Italian Americans in sports? I have not.
You talking like athletes or just like non-athletes? My guy Joe Tessitore is in that.
Tess.
He's in the Italian American Hall of Fame.
Tess went from, he was like one of the CT local sports channel guys. And then he made the jump.
He's
I was
awesome.
happy for him.
Big fan of his. And
Yeah, he's a big boxing guy, huh?
yeah, he's awesome. He called Fury and Ngannou. And he did Monday Night Football for 1 year, but he's been on college football since like 2002.
Was a tough Monday Night Football pairing. All fairness to Joe.
Him and Booger,
Yeah.
they were
That
not
was
set up
tough.
to succeed.
Booger had a bad lane. Tess had a bad lane.
Didn't they put Booger in the
There's
Booger
the
thing?
Booger mobile for a little
Hovering
bit
over
there.
the field.
The mobile.
That was crazy.
And they eventually were like, all right, let's just overpay for Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. And also Peyton Manning and Eli. That's like
I don't get it, man.
$30 million there, right there, poured right into Monday Night Football.
I don't get it.
That's a lot of money.
Dude,
Just
look
for
at,
Monday Night Football.
look
How
at
much
this.
money was that?
Just for the announcers. Huh?
Oh, your feet socks.
It's been a long day.
Those look like a nice pair of socks, if I'm being real.
Those look
Hanes.
real comfy, Dan.
Haynes,
Dan,
baby.
you look like the comfiest man ever.
Listen, I was here this morning. Did a little Jam Live. Ran home. Took an old man nap.
Mm.
Did you go home?
Yeah, I went home for like 2 hours.
That's
Great.
kind of nice. How
It was
far
nice.
away?
About 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, so that's you can go home then. That's
Ran
good.
home quick.
Time it right.
Ate something. Took a little cat nap. Put on my my nightcap outfit.
I had a pretty massive win. Came in, was supposed to go home to Jess to do a. She got invited to a Halloween thing in our neighborhood. They like close off a block, and there's kids and there's people, and it's a whole deal. Went home, and I'm like, all right, let's do this high and tight, 'cause Poppy's got to get back for the stream. Walk in, Jess goes, not feeling great, think I'm out. Boom.
That's the best. Dude.
Finish the Beckham doc. Rest up a little bit.
That's kind of a leap.
Bang.
Needed that.
Bang.
At the expense of
All right,
Jess.
do you like going to Halloween
She
parties,
right?
Jake? Because I feel like the adult Halloween party scene's kind of an interesting space to be in. But you're,
Bean
you're,
dog, back out.
you're a
It gets
go-getter.
old fast.
I mean, I like it. I like doing anything with my friends. With strike zones opening up.
That's a great answer, Jake.
Going to a Halloween party where I don't know anyone,
That's tough.
it's tough. Because then am I going to dress up? How silly am I dressing up? Am I not really dressing up?
Mm-hmm.
Then you do the whole, oh yeah, me and my buddy talk about baseball. Now it's a company, and they're like, okay, why do you have whiskers on?
The whole thing.
Through.
That's a good. I don't like going to gatherings where I have to talk about my job. Because what do you do
You
for a
know,
living?
you end up in a funky place.
Hold on. Also, this angle makes my legs look so long.
Yeah, I mean, being paired next to me is always nice. Dalton the other night.
I'm looking like a lanky fella.
Dalton looked like a spider next to me.
Got some spiders.
He had the short shorts on, though.
A lot of leg. Sneaky Harry Dalton.
Learning everything. We're learning stuff.
You wear those short shorts. Find out a lot.
A lot of the Halloween parties that I've been seeing from my friends lately, there's a lot of kids involved, like children.
That I'm into.
Yeah.
I'm into the era when it's like everyone has kids and
Oh, I'm in that era, believe me.
like that. I think is really cute and wholesome.
It goes from complete chaos of Halloween parties to that real fast.
A lot of candy. The kids are going nuts. Yeah, I think Halloween's actually a tough one as a parent.
It's not a
Wow,
great time.
just collecting
I
candy.
think you're getting a lot of sugar high. You're getting tears. You're not sure how.
It's just someone's crying.
Kids will trip on something.
Right.
I'm
Today
glad
was
it's a
freezing,
grown-up
too.
kid, 'cause I
It was
just
pretty
trip
cold
on stuff
today.
and get sugar highs.
Dude, it got chilly today.
Yeah.
It's cold. On my walk here, it was like 48 degrees.
Yeah,
I was
Wear a
like, I
jacket.
need like a jacket.
A jacket over the costume, never a good look.
can't do it. Got to go Under Armour. Full count to Perdomo.
This feels like it.
Rally, rally. Oh, look at that suit.
Though you blend into the
Nice.
house and just
Joseph
kind
said
of-
he's taking care of his kids. I did see that. He just posted 50% daddy tax.
That's
Sure
a walk.
is.
That's a rally.
He always charges that though.
I like
Yeah,
the
somebody
Joe.
commented on his picture of the candy supply and said, "Dad, tax coming in." And then Joe said, "Yeah, 50% tax." And the same guy replied, "Well, come on, let him live."
He has a tariff.
We need to bring some of that in
You
tomorrow.
You are Great Britain back in the day, Joe.
I'm
Bring
gonna
some
go
in.
throw all Joe's candy into Harbor.
Tariff. That's the first time that's ever been used on the stream.
Reach into my bag.
It's a great word.
Nice
It's a
pitch.
great pitch. Yeah, I was always an interesting thing as a kid because you would collect all that candy, and for the first night or two, it was a great time. And then after that,
Well, you ate all the good ones, and then you're
Yeah.
kind of feeling sick.
you kind of agreed with your mom's opinion. Like,
Yeah.
maybe I should
It's
get
nothing
rid
but
of-
Milky Ways.
You're like, I don't need all this candy.
Nice play by Nate Lowe there to field it, not fire a second.
Hey, man, respect Perdomo getting a second.
We need a hit. We need a 2-out hit.
Then there's that one kid who like made it last till Valentine's Day, and it's like that.
That kid stunk.
I don't have that relatable story because, I didn't know any
Mm.
kids as a kid, but that sounds relatable.
Didn't know any kids as a kid. Come on, Zoe.
I mean, I didn't.
Matt K, super chat.
Who's trick or treating? You missed a lot of 2 run outs.
Yeah,
2-run runs,
you
I'd
missed
say.
2-out rallies. And they weren't even, like, crazy rallies. I mean, I guess the Seager homer was sick.
That was a bomb. Simeon Homer, too.
Simeon homer was good, too. So you missed the star middle infielder's homer. Corbin,
Good.
He's
dude.
doing that. I've seen him do that
I mean,
like
if
5 or 6
you're-
times.
If you're the Rangers, like, that's why we pay him. In that voice, too. Maybe a little bit more intimidating.
End of the 5th. One more inning till the end of the 6th-inning challenge.
10-1, whoever put that in, good take.
Andrew,
No spaces is
Dang.
impossible reach.
hate my team. Wish the...
They demote them to next year to Little League.
Wish they demote them next year to Little League LMAO. All right.
Hey, happy for you.
Don't see it happening. Let me use the
Relegation?
boys' room quick. Why not?
Relegation?
I also have to pee, but I'm going to pee next half inning. You go pee this half inning. Chat, ask some questions. Dan, any other old man thoughts
Old
on your
and
mind?
young.
I had a bunch of takes on the last Jam Live, and I was getting called out for being really old.
If we had a podcast together, would it be called Old and Young or... I feel like it'd be the blank in the blank. Something like that format.
Beauty and the Beast.
Something in that general.
I think I was going in on the Marvel.
You're out on Marvel?
I was never in.
I'm recently out on Marvel. I'm a big superhero guy, but since
I was like, I found myself siding with Scorsese. He's
you started siding with him.
he's had a whole thing against Marvel.
Well, the movies aren't like I'm a big superhero guy, so I like them, but I don't know if they're great.
I just don't think there's a lot of movies being made anymore besides Marvel's. There's very little mid-tier comedies. going to the movies is that's what Scorsese said. Going to the movies is just going to see a Marvel movie. But then again, he makes 4-hour movies, so who is he?
That is true. I don't really like movies, so I don't have a take on them. I just put them on, and I'm like, oh, I watched that. That was good.
I think we missed the super chat.
BBD, do we miss the super chat?
I saw it. It was what's your favorite sport?
Arbolera.
Arbolera. Favorite sport to play in the warehouse?
Blitzball.
Yeah, I'm a blitzball guy through and through.
Blitzball's the most fun.
It's the only one I have played, to be honest.
Yeah, Blitzball
I've
is the
missed
one.
All the floorball tournaments. I've missed all the ball and play tournaments.
I think you would like ball and play. Blitzball is the one for me that like gets me like locked in. It's the one like I get competitive over. What animal besides a turtle is the funniest to stack? Well, turtles naturally stack, so I like the nature. Although I do like stacking things in general. I don't know if any other animals naturally stack upon themselves. Marvel is dying.
No, Chris, we're not talking about AEW tonight. Maybe next game.
You a big wrestle fan?
No. This guy, Chris, started something day one of the playoffs.
He's just like a giant.
He
John
asked me,
Cena
like, Dan, what
guy.
are your thoughts on Edge going to AEW? And I was like, what? I have no thoughts on that. And then every day it was in the chat.
You do get that a lot of like people are like, you're the combat sports guy.
So, yeah, people think I like professional wrestling. I liked it in the 90s.
I feel like if you, that's a strong take.
It has
I
a
like
place in my
professional.
heart.
I liked it when I was a kid, but like I reach like I feel like it's a certain age it becomes kind of hard to follow along. It's like
Dude, I
reality
grew up-
TV, so
I was 10 to
get
12
that.
years old during the Attitude Era. Stone Cold,
Yeah, I watched a lot of YouTube
Undertaker,
videos
The
on that.
Rock. There was no better time to be a pro wrestling fan.
Do you have an answer for the fact that you were the owner of your hook line floorball team?
I saw that we were out.
You were an absentee owner, bro.
I was on vacation.
What if you were gonna become the owner of Major League? They have like a cardboard cutout of you next tournament. They're like, that's enough with Dan.
Now we can talk about how like you sent Ronnie that picture of you on that hike.
That was
20 minutes after.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Pretty poor timing on my part.
During floorball, right after Hook Line lost to Baggage, Ronnie receives a text of Dan on a beautiful. By the way,
San Diego.
it was an amazing picture. You looked very happy, and I was happy for you on just the
was.
most scenic hike in the world.
Yeah.
As Drew Davis is sitting on the bleachers, like in shambles,
Crying.
just going through it, and Dan's just like smiling, just had a hike.
Classic ownership. Man.
It was
deadbeat owner.
It felt like you owned a soccer team and Hook Line, and you didn't care about. You were just there for the bottom line.
Yeah. I saw that we got eliminated. There are going to be changes made. I saw some of the effort.
You're gonna start charging more money for hot dogs next year.
Chicken bucket price just went up. I saw some of the effort on some of the hook, line, sinker players, and
You gotta change some stuff up.
going to have to make some changes. I have to make an appearance.
I like that.
Favorite Billy Joel song? Not Uptown Girl.
Oh, I don't like that song at all.
Down Eastern Alexa.
Mm.
It's not everyone's favorite, but it's.
Well, crabs are a good animal to stack. I really like seafood.
Ronnie says when we lost 11-2. Makes it even worse. Deadbeat owner just out on
You're out on a vacation when
a
you're
San
fielding this
Diego
game.
bachelor party.
That's so fun. You show up just for the championship game in like a suit. You got like Meek Mill next to you. Just vibing out.
Don't even know what's going on. Vienna. Good
Vienna
song.
will make me cry any day of the week.
Vienna. Yeah, if Hook Line wins next and I'm on the stage and I get to hold the trophy first, like as the owner does.
Dude, that would be so funny.
I think that's an old man take.
That's really funny.
Is it an old man take or just the right take? Major sports, the celebration or the trophy presentation, it should not go to the owner first.
Oh, so stupid. The trophy celebration on the field in general is kind of lame when they like do that. It's just like someone says like a one-liner and then the owner comes out and he's like,
It's cool.
and no one knows who he is. It's like, who's this?
Right,
owner?
and they have some guy from Chevy, a Chevy representative.
And now we're gonna have our sponsor.
Here's John Smith from Chevy, and
I always
he's
just
gonna
like
say
the
a few
locker room
words.
stuff. So they'd be like, we got one more in us. It's like, who's this old dude?
Look at Chris Rose technically, not technically, he did.
That's
Gave out-
crazy.
He gave out the Yankees 09.
I was watching Red Zone the other day, and they just cut to like a Chris Rose segment. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was watching one of the London games, and he was the halftime. He was the halftime.
I was like, what's
entertainment.
going on?
He's that guy. You know? It always drives me bonkers when they bring out
Fuck, Jan Kelsey's not going free for free tonight.
they bring out the Chevy truck guy
Mm-hmm.
who's got one job that he's been excited for all year,
Which I respect.
and he just botches it.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
guy.
he's
Who was
like,
the one guy who botched it
instantly.
so bad?
He
Just
doesn't handle the
instantly.
pressure well.
And Texas, this run here.
Oh,
Take
Corey,
Clark.
Corey Seager.
Corey Seager starts doing donuts.
Corey Sager, and you're just like, what?
there was that one year where there was like a crazy delay in someone's
Moreno.
ear.
That's
Two
Ryan
down.
Nelson eating those outs. Saving the pen for tomorrow.
This is a
Just
cane.
walk
It's a
him.
cane.
Don't let him get any hotter.
Or just throw him fastball down the middle and be like, this is for you.
How
bud.
far can you hit it?
Yeah, go for it. He hit 437 last time. That's a tank.
Here comes what's Seager gonna do here?
Fly ball to left field.
Left field.
He's gonna be a little late on it.
Rip it,
He always swings first pitch, so that was crazy.
grip it, and rip it.
Make swinging sexy again. Like Altuve's always swinging.
I respect it.
Seager's always swinging.
Knicks with a nice
Confidence.
18-point win. All
If
right,
you're that good hitter.
back on track. 2-2 on the season.
That was a good win for them.
Needed it. Had a rough loss the last game.
Garland was out, but good win.
Wally Zerbiak and the legend Bill Pito.
Bill Pito and a Speedo. ESPN2 legend Bill Pito.
Am I Bill Pito?
You
People are
got
asking.
some-
Wildest dreams.
People are asking. Not kinky enough.
Bill Pito's hilarious.
Uh-oh. Dirt cam.
He's got a great sense of humor, Bill Pito.
Look at that.
That's a 10-1 swing.
Get Seager into a slump.
Oh, I'm going to go pee in the fixed urinal now.
So it's going to pee.
Urinal review. Ooh, I should start doing those.
Pooping it.
Don't say that.
It's a little bit of content in the bathroom again.
Open up Instagram. I see Chris Broussard first thing.
Tough couple days for CB.
Told you, me and Ronnie sat next to him on the flight home from Vegas. He was in 30F.
Yeah.
I said, yo, Ronnie. He's like, yo, is that Chris
30F?
Broussard? Is that Chris Broussard? I was like, yeah, bro. After Spence Crawford.
I think I've got a bad seat tomorrow. On the
I've had
way
a
out.
string of bad seats.
I think I'm middling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What
I
about
mean, I'm a little guy.
What about
No,
the red
not
eye?
the red eye. I didn't. Yeah, that was non-negotiable. But yeah, way out in the middle. Little guy lock in. As long as I don't
care.
get surrounded by bigs, I'm good.
I don't really care about where
Just
I'm sitting on
find
the
my
plane.
lean.
As long as I like aisle or window, I don't really. The road doesn't really bother me. We're all gonna be sitting on that plane for the amount of time. same
I've
amount of
made
time.
the switch, man. I used to be a window guy. Now I'm the aisle.
I'm always aisle.
I just like having that exit if I need it.
I like to have my
You
other
guys
leg
know
out.
how much I pee.
Yeah.
It's just necessary. If it's a morning flight, I had a coffee, I'll be peeing 2 times minimum.
I don't drink coffee before a flight.
Yeah, that's a young man's game.
It all depends when it's had.
Sure.
Reddy said no. I'm not wearing a costume this year. I didn't want to. Sorry. Maybe next year.
I mean, I used to be window seat, tuck it in. You know, anything 3 hours or under, I was pretty safe.
Window on a red eye might not be a bad move. So you can use
It
that
could be
window.
it could be the worst move though.
No, but you can use that like wall as
Lean.
as almost like a bed.
Yeah, I mean the red eye's gonna be. It is what it is. I'm honestly
Do you sleep on planes?
the more important to me is gonna be sleeping going out. Like I'm gonna go in a little tired. And I can sleep decently on planes.
It's huge. I can't sleep a wink on a plane.
No?
No. Nothing.
Yeah, there was 2 years when I was traveling for work, and it was Pavlov's dogs, dude. The engine would turn on, and I won't.
I wish. I want that skill. It's a skill to me. Aisle freedom is huge. Bathroom breaks if you want. Yep. Matt K. Adolis who? Could the
Matt
Rangers
K.
go 10-0 on the road and win the World Series tomorrow? That would be sick.
Feels like it could be part of the script. You ever got drunk on a plane?
Not drunk, but I've gotten pretty buzzed. On the way to San Diego, I flew next to a guy who told me that he was Trump's personal caddy.
Sure.
Didn't believe him. Then he showed me proof. Rick Riley wrote a story on him. He choked out another caddy one time. Trump had 2 people that he trusted in life. One of them was this caddy. And the guy was just buying me drinks left and right, showing me politicians' golf swings on his phone.
Buying you drinks, that's nice.
Buying me drinks, showing me Rand Paul's golf swings.
How long of a flight?
We're going to San Diego.
Oh, wow.
After a while, I'm not gonna lie, the guy got drunk to the point where he was kind of yelling.
Yeah.
He was kind of spitting too.
You
That's
drink
a
on an
bad
airplane?
time.
Not really, but I did once with Trump's caddy.
Nice.
I was only honestly drunk on a plane one time.
Doesn't take much.
After a bachelor party to Montreal, Dane Dunning tutu outside.
Montreal's awesome.
Missed my flight, so I'm gonna be at the airport all day. They booked me on a later flight, so all my buddies keep trickling in like every hour. Moreno battling. So as they come in, and we all won money at the casino the night before, and everyone's got Canadian dollars that they don't want to bring home with them. So we basically posted up at this one place. Everyone, omelet and a drink. I think I went from breakfast to lunch.
Oh wow.
Moreno Chopper hustles, but will be out. So I'm on a good pace. Then pretty much everyone flew out, so I'm at a bar by myself, and this guy walks up to the bar and he goes, "Around for everyone." And so I don't know.
Wearing a cowboy hat?
No, it was just a dude that also won money at the casino and just
Imagine
always
wearing a
wanted to
cowboy
say that. Christian Walker, that's a hanger, Pop. So then I take a shot. And then, to get into our society a little bit, we do lose out a lot from our phones and technology, although there's massive wins as well. Everyone at the bar, it was a scene out of the 90s. Everyone started talking to each other.
Really?
Because everyone was like, "Oh, what drink are you gonna get?"
Exactly, and it's also like something that doesn't happen too often.
So
I
then,
wish I had that
yeah, it's why I set it up so old man style, because you would have loved it. Like
I would've.
everyone was interacting, having a good time. The bar kind of starts popping off. So now I've been at the airport since 9 a.m. I think it's 2. I've had drinks along the way. Christian Walker. Oh no, that's a sad strike. Time. So, yeah, by the time I get on my flight, buzzing, I had to connect through Philadelphia. Don't remember Philly so hot. Wake up. I'm in Denver, currently living in Denver at the time. Had just gotten Noodle.
Wow.
I'm sitting next to, what's going on there? I'm sitting next to a younger gal next to me on the plane, and I'm like, oh God, was I a nightmare? Like, what?
Yeah.
Jake was out.
Did you fart?
Christian Walker, was I farting? Was I making jokes? Was I annoying? Christian Walker hit.
Small. Couldn't matter next game.
You hope so.
Small.
So I'm like, okay, how am I gonna smooth this over? And I was like, you know what? I've got about 25 pictures on my phone of a puppy. I'm gonna ease in and be like, hey, sorry, like I got a little twisted up before the flight. Hope I wasn't rude. Here's picture. And oh, by the way, I just got this puppy.
That's a great.
So I do that, and I'm like, hey, sorry, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, you're fine. Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Great.
Young's
play.
going to make that play. No, he's not. Tommy Pham, baby.
The pitcher
Let's
just taking
go.
off for third threw me off.
That was a great barehanded snag.
I start showing her pictures of my dog Noodle, and she goes, yeah, I know. I had already shown her the pictures multiple times. Not a great feeling.
Started showing her pictures of my noodle.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So, wasn't my favorite feeling.
Yeah, that's tough. I've had some tough interactions. Oh, no, don't show that.
You ever have someone be like, hey, you told me that story already?
Yes. More than I should.
It's an old man moment.
I just have a really bad memory and attention span.
I'd like to tell stories multiple times.
Come on, Lourdes.
Jake does drink on flights.
That's only one time.
I'm scared of drinking.
Now I
Making a
pee
flight.
so much that it's like this is a losing game.
My bladder's kind of clutch, though.
Wow.
When it's like a
Clutch
plane,
gene bladder?
Yeah, when it's like a plane or a
It'll get
bus
worse.
and I don't want to pee, I can kind of just hold it. But like everyday life, I'm peeing a lot.
It'll get worse.
Clutches up when he needs to.
Like if it's a bus and I'm on the edge seat, my bladder is LeBron in Game 7 of the 2016 Finals. It's just like
So-
legendary.
Some players are 82 game players and some are 16 game players.
I'm a
And yours is
16 game player.
game.
Lords!
Oh no.
I hated that
There's
at bat.
one. There's two.
I hated everything about that at bat.
The crowd was standing up again.
I mean, he took that first pitch, which was the one to swing at.
Well, it's 10-1 after the
10-1.
sixth
All right,
inning. I can't
let's
wait
get
to
it.
see what Beebs and Kevin, a.k.a. the Brain Trust, came up with for a winner. Because I doubt anyone threw a
You could
10-1 in
also
there.
give it to me,
Could also give it to Zoe.
and then maybe I'd give it to someone else.
Although I think that is illegal.
That feels illegal.
This is my song for real.
You really can't teach clutch when it comes to bladder genes.
Can't.
No. But like, it's the most important thing ever because there is nothing more embarrassing for me
got
on a
one.
personal level than be like, excuse me, I gotta pee.
We got one.
You've got the winner?
Got the winner in my hand.
Reveal it.
And I sent the rationale behind the selection.
And-
All right, so we got Cobweb Boy at Maxwell
my
Trent
brother.
19. He guessed 6-2 Rangers.
Wow.
And the rationale behind it is the largest and earliest Rangers lead.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You
Cobweb Boy.
just Cobweb Boy on Halloween nonetheless.
I support that rationale.
You just won $500 to SeatGeek. Go to one or two big games or go to like 50 little games. You do whatever you want at SeatGeek because they have tickets to 70,000 events every day. It could be sports. It could be the theater. You go to a bunch of Broadway shows. Makes Zoe jealous.
I'd
a
be
bunch
very
of
jealous.
mums.
I still need to go.
So congratulations. For everyone else, use code JOHNBOY postseason. Save yourself 10% off any order. Thanks, SeatGeek. Download the app right now. You have your phone on you. You're probably doing the millennial thing where you keep your pinky under it. You know, one day all humans will have pinkies
Had a bad
that just
drop.
flex under. Oh, damn.
Bad drop in Orlando.
Oh,
Phone is
no.
cracked.
Rip
Lost my
Dan's
AirPods
phone.
at the Philly hotel.
You lost your AirPods?
But they
Do you know how
called
to find
me.
my AirPods?
They called me.
They called you? Did they
And
find
they
them?
have them.
Are they sending
I
them?
paid $32. They have them shipped back to me.
Find my AirPods. It saves me more times than it should.
Was it a beeps or something?
Yeah, it tells you where they are. It like tracks them.
I knew where they are. I was like, I remember going back to that Hampton Inn in Philly.
That's
Because it was the creepiest hotel I've ever stayed in.
Yeah. Williamsport's been a tough stretch 2 years in a row for us. We've had some bad hotels.
Bro, this hotel I stayed in Philly last week because I had to fly to Orlando the next morning. It was right next to the airport. There was like 5 different hotels all in the same area. I just randomly selected one of them. And I get to the hotel just to sleep. And I'm on the first floor, which is creepy, number 1. Number 2,
It's always tough.
the curtain of the window doesn't shut all the way. So I'm putting my head down and I'm looking out at
That's
the
awful.
parking lot.
Mm.
And I'm seeing
I've
cars
been
go
there.
by. It was the night of the main shooter thing, so I'm looking at tweets about that. Nightmare fuel.
That's nightmare.
Don't
too.
sleep at all.
We stayed at the hotel, or I think it's like a motel, basically, in Williamsport twice. And this year, Ronnie's room smelled like someone was actively chain smoking cigarettes. It was awful.
I was expecting the
went to sleep
the
and
worst when I walked
it just
into
smelled like
Philly.
pee everywhere.
I remember I asked Ronnie, I think it was this year or last year. I was like, yeah, how was Williamsport? He's like, I just ate so much stadium food.
Just and like sleep in a hotel that smells like. I swear they don't have a normal hotel there.
You would think they'd have better hotels considering it's just like a hub.
I think
for
it's
a weekend.
also because people book them like I guess
Like
so
right now.
in advance for
Mm.
teams and stuff that like If you're not in the loop,
Yeah.
you're kind of screwed.
It's like, what's it called? Cooperstown.
I've never been.
They're sold out almost every year around the Hall of Fame. There's that one really nice hotel I've stayed at where the players stay.
It's
Something with an O, but that's like the hotel in Cooperstown.
We got to get a trip up there soon. We got some connections.
I would love to.
I haven't been in a minute.
I went once and I didn't appreciate it when I went.
I'd love to do like a long weekend up there.
I've decided that I want to become someone who learns how to ski or snowboard just so I can go on ski and snowboard trips. Because that always seems like a really fun
Dude, skiing,
time.
I don't love it, but I love the whole lifestyle.
Vibes.
I am a little nervous of like getting hurt.
You will get
I
hurt.
feel like a lot of people have like serious injuries.
You can
from
tear an
skiing.
ACL. Look at Taylor.
But I just want to go for like the lodge aspect.
The lodge is amazing.
I just want to be a lodge
That
guy.
like you go skiing all day, then you shower up.
Yeah, that seems
cook a
lovely.
nice meal with your friends, or you go out and then you just have a bunch of hot toddies.
Yeah.
Mm.
I got to become more of a vacation guy. I've never gone on like a real vacation.
Yeah, you don't even know.
No idea. All I know is how to
Vacations
work.
are everything.
Jake. I need a vacation.
This is my song.
You're a
I'm trying
skier,
to,
right?
I'm trying to think if you're a snowboarder or a skier.
I think
You have
skiing.
identity traits of both.
Yeah, you give off snowboarder.
Snowboarding's cooler, but I think
Skiing's just
I don't
more
like
adult.
skiing how like your legs separate. That scares
I
me.
can
So,
see
way
you not
safer.
liking that.
so I think I'd rather do snowboarding.
Snowboarding a little easier.
Feels like it's a little cooler.
You can get down the hill a little easier.
Yeah.
Bradford firing it up in the bullpen.
I like winter sports. Dude, my ADHD is at a maximum right now. I'm firing. I don't think I've like sat still in like 2 innings.
I wish one of the 5-run 2-out innings didn't happen.
Yeah, this game sucks. I think I might lean. I think people would think I'm a skier, but I'm telling myself I'm a snowboarder.
You have attributes of both.
I
You're
haven't
too young to be
accepted
a
that I'm
skier.
You're a snowboarder that would hate other snowboarders.
Oh yeah.
So that's your skier trait.
I was
can't-
pretty
you can't-
sick at
Pitch.
ripsticking as a kid. Not gonna lie.
You
I was
can't
kind
go
of the
skiing
guy.
right away. Like you can still get on that board.
I see myself wanting to snowboard more than wanting to ski.
Skiing a little more of a lifetime sport.
Young.
Josh Young.
2 for 4, 3 for 4 days.
Third hit of the day got slid up to the 5-hole slot.
How
Good
about
for
no
him.
out of least?
Yeah.
I can just hit, man. I can just hit. Nug. There will be a stream tomorrow. Yes.
I do like the poles of skiing. That doesn't.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool.
Ski poles are kind of fun.
What about pizza? Pizza.
The sneaky thing is, it's all really expensive.
It's very expensive.
No one tells you. Golf and snowboarding, 2 things I want to get into.
Golf, once you get in, third out of the inning. Golf, once you get in, if you do it right, you can play some cheap public courses and like
Yeah.
make a hobby of it.
And
That's
do an
not too
occasional
bad.
splurge.
Skiing, snowboarding's pretty rough, bro.
Yeah, I've
You get hit pretty good.
I've been I was talking. I'm in like a bunch of group chats with like friends from home, and everyone's always like, "Oh, we should hang out." I'm like, "We need like a sports activity to do. Like, we need to be golfing. We need to be because like when
Right.
people are like, let's just hang out. I'm like, we're not doing anything, so we need something."
Booze is what we used to do.
That is true. Alcohol and me, you know.
Then you're
that's a mix.
hungover.
Yeah, out on hangovers. I sat down BBD. Good switch.
High
What?
intense.
Is this Wemby?
Yeah, Wemby went full Slenderman.
Slenderman?
It's a good costume.
Which, good for him. He's starting to taste himself,
Dude,
huh?
He's got swag.
freaking big.
It's because he's nasty and he's 7'4".
I feel like I'm a snowboarder too.
Slenderman.
Wemby in the office?
Let's get him in here.
How old is he? 21? Question mark? Younger?
What you're seeing on my phone
I'm
is
younger.
Wemby as Slenderman.
I'm guessing
19.
That's crazy.
He's
I'm
19.
4 years older than him.
19, Dan. 19.
He is. The world is his oyster. That's an old man saying.
You've
right
almost lived double the life of him.
there. Almost. Next year will be that.
I wish I had a trick.
Just farted.
Okay.
guys.
Like if someone
What do you
said-
mean?
Like if you were to go on like a dating show,
Okay.
and then it's like a show me your talent.
Okay.
Like where it's like, and now it's time for the
Juggle.
talent segment. and like someone like
You're like, I can hit a slider.
yeah, or like somebody puts like a chair on their nose and balances it.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
something like I wish I had like a little trick like that where it's like, ah, guys, watch this.
I was nervous for a second, but chair on the nose is good.
I think chair.
Because you
would be
learn
great.
it one time,
and
and
some-
then you're good.
And there's always a story on why you know it.
Right.
Like I was raised in the.
Oh, my uncle.
Yeah, he was really good at this. Or they're like some
Every
cool trick.
Thanksgiving, he'd put the chair on his nose.
Yeah. Juggling, I feel like, is something a lot of people would go to, but I don't find it that.
It's a little
impressive.
lamestream at this point.
Juggling, I'm out on that.
I'm out on it because I can't do it, which makes me upset.
Ronnie, Zoe, do that trick you always do. That's what people would be saying.
That wasn't people.
Then
would be
you're
saying.
literally a one-trick pony, though.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be something like you're in the kitchen, you're talking to somebody who's like
Mm.
you're showing around the office, and you're like, "Oh, guys, has a trick."
Yeah.
Then I'm like, "All right, I don't want to do it, but if you have to,
Right.
chair on the nose."
It'd be cool.
I'm missing a trick, Jake.
This is gonna. Some people may not love this. If you just had like a joint that popped out of its socket or something, that you just be like, look at
Dude, people,
my finger pops out.
My friend is double jointed, and he's always like, "Hey guys, look at this." I'm like, nobody wants to see
Yeah.
that.
John Gray, man. Bradford's
pitcher.
in.
Cody Bradford.
Bottom 7. I think if you're the Diamondbacks,
That's a lefty if I ever seen one.
I think your one fair request. Yeah, you and Al Thomas sometimes get off your swing similarly. If I'm the Diamondbacks, I'd love to hit a home run the rest of the game.
Oh, I like that.
Just so tomorrow you can be like, and you know what? He homered yesterday. Okay.
That's a really good baseball thought. Now can I share my brain thought?
Yes.
What's your shuffling card skill?
Horrible, dude.
Oh my god,
I'm a joke. When it
Dude,
comes
there's
to that.
nothing more embarrassing than when someone's like shuffled
Yeah,
a deck
you're
of
like
cards
everywhere.
and then they're like, "Oh, I got it."
Even
And they
worse,
rack 'em.
bro.
What the hell?
My mother and my sister are both electric with a set of
Really?
cards.
Yeah, that's almost mean.
And I'm like, did I miss this day
Was
growing
there a
up?
training day?
Did I sleep in? Like, what happened?
Class that.
They had a Denzel Washington-esque training day.
It's
Game of
unreal,
cards.
dude. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, I
He
got
was a dope shuffler. She just
So was
could
your
not
own people.
translate it to me.
Oh my god,
I
it makes me
retweeted
so
that.
mad.
So was your own people.
That's a good tweet by them.
What tweet?
And I've got my signature lip touch going in the second shot
How it started, how it's going.
with the snakes alive and then this
I
shirt.
didn't even really notice you changed.
Well, it got freezing in here,
It did get
and they were losing 10-0.
You're
So
like, I'm not wearing a
Wait,
crop
Pennick's doing Nick recaps?
he said he's getting into the Knicks this year. I don't know.
He's going to the next level.
top. I mean, that's good. That's
Where's he been? Is he alright?
I don't want to say this in a rude way because my experience level is crazy amateur, height and everything. Has Pennick played an organized basketball game?
No way.
No way, right? Like Parks and Rec, even like actually, I'll give him any.
He might be a dog in the post.
I can see
Like
him.
he gets the rebounds that like.
Again,
he
it
gets the-
doesn't matter.
Call the boy.
You could be a fan.
Yeah.
You can know ball without having played.
You calling him?
But as he, this might be the first time I've ever called Justin Pennick, by the way.
I called him on a stream recently.
I've prank called him before.
I gotta call my mom.
Talkin Jake.
Did you just
smoking a
did you just
cigarette?
answer with a cough?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't want to, but
Hey,
I had to hang up.
we're streaming.
yeah, you're streaming all right. You're streaking.
Good game. First question: have we ever spoke on the phone before?
Yes, we 100% have.
You're sure of that?
Yes, the majority of the 3 out of 4 times that you call me, you're on John Boy Jake Radio. You're on Wake and Jake.
Oh,
you're on
okay.
streaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever played an organized basketball game?
Yes, I got in trouble when I was little because I would steal the basketball, run down to the hoop and score, and I wasn't supposed to be scoring that fast. They said slow down. I was out after that.
Wait, what?
Are you trying to
you
tell
were-
us right now you got benched for scoring too
You said you were too
often?
good?
Yes.
I call cap.
What age is this?
This is like 8 to 10.
I don't know, man.
That's a good one.
I got yelled at because I would steal the basketball. I would run down too fast and score. They said, you need to wait for everybody else to get down there. That's what they told me.
You ain't first, you're last.
You have to understand why we're skeptical.
I don't believe you.
Are you saying that one of my best childhood memories of being very good at basketball is, like, fake?
I didn't say those
I don't
words.
believe you got benched for being too good.
Was
No, I
Snacks
wasn't
there?
benched. They just said to slow down.
Was your coach like, hey man, you're a bucket, bud, but like, you gotta
Yeah,
take
they
it
said
easy.
they said you're doing great, sweetie, but you got to slow it down.
Are there any
What were you,
witnesses?
dunking on kids? We just hitting a layup?
I was athletic. I was an
I mean,
athletic
like,
child.
you were doing your job. I don't know if I believe you, Penny.
Very good footwork.
Very good footwork. I have seen your footwork.
See you at the
If you play,
combine.
you play basketball right now. What's that look like?
I'm in the paint.
Yep.
I'm in the
Okay,
paint.
you're using the body.
You're getting rebounds.
I'm using the body.
That's all I ask. That's kind of all basketball is. Use your body.
Yeah, I'm not shooting. No, and I'm not running. How I played growing up is not how I play right now.
Oh, no. Collision.
We just had a collision on the field, Justin.
A little
Oh, no.
scary.
Looks like everyone's okay. Hey, anything else you want to get off your chest?
Ooh.
No, I miss everybody. I'm very sick this week, so I'll be ready to rock and roll for the Blitzball battle and that we're going to be doing next week. So very excited for that. I miss everybody. Hope everybody had a fantastic Halloween and enjoy a wonderful World Series.
Thank you, Justin Penning. That was very sweet. Feel better, big guy.
Thank you.
Dory Jackson trade. Bye.
I'm gonna need a poll BBD on if
Did that game
I'm
Sunday
calling
ruin
the
him?
most bullshit I've ever heard in my life. They benched
So
him
let's
for
let's
scoring?
break down what happened.
That's no
I've never heard of
way,
that
bro.
before.
7-year-old Justin Pennick
Steals the ball.
got a steal and made a layup. There was a timeout or something after. And then the coach told him in that timeout, like, don't be afraid to use your teammates.
That's bullshit.
And a 7-year-old Justin Pennick took that as, I'm
Yes.
so nasty at basketball, I
Yeah.
need to slow down.
It was definitely a, hey, you can make sure you get your teammates involved too. Like, you're playing great. And he was like, coach is putting a cap on me right now.
That's cat. The whole
In
story's
his head,
cap.
he just did a 360 windmill and scored on an open layup.
Because you can,
I mean, no way, bro. No coach has ever said, because even the coaches who are coaching like 7-year-olds, they want to win. They're not going to be like, dude, you're too good. Stop.
The last 2 weeks, I learned about Joe's basketball game and Pennick's basketball game.
Yeah, everyone's just got stinky basketball games.
Joe's is
no
nuts.
one has basketball game.
Joe's, I've never seen anything like that. Joe's on that breakaway, just taking off from the foul line.
There was a stretch where Joe's was telling me that he was going to get
He's
back
so
on the court and like put the work in.
No.
And I was like, Joe's, don't lie to my face. Don't look at me
That's
in the eye.
crazy.
Don't look at me in the eye and lie to me like that.
Yo, those helmets are sick.
Joe's can like get in our games if he wants.
I was like, there's no chance you're spending your
tease me.
Friday morning on the court.
That's a walking injury.
Honestly, I am jealous if Pennick's coach told him, you're too good. That's the most jealous I've ever been.
That's one of those every year one detail from the story changes.
Yes.
And it's now 20 years later, and that's the story.
I was half expecting him to say he was scoring on the wrong basket.
See, I expected it to be like he walked or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was like that he didn't dribble. He
If-
like carried it like a football.
If you don't think that
He ran
age
the
Justin
wrong
Pennick
way.
didn't travel before whatever shot he
That
took,
is true.
that's 1,000%.
There was a walk. 3 steps for
That's what I
sure.
mean by you're going too fast.
I have-
Like, dude, you forgot to dribble.
That, in my head, the story was he got the ball, ran it full court like a running back, laid it up, and coach was like, hey, man, make sure you like put it on the deck or something. And he said, no way.
I have him taking 4 to 6 steps before the shot.
Yes. the one dad in the stands was like, "Hey, I get their kids, but that's a freaking walk, bud." Like he's freaking out.
Hey, we
gotta
gotta
teach them.
call something.
We gotta tighten it up just a little bit. You can't be doing that. He's euroing from like half court. 7-step euro.
7-year-old Pennick is so fast.
I mean, don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Come on.
I need this pulled and pad BBD so I can see what we're looking at.
Yeah, I have it ready to end.
Give me the end.
It's gotta be 80.
Give us the end.
If it's a yes, I'm out. No way!
Wow.
That's you're trolling me, guys. What the hell is going
She
on?
moves her body like a cyclone.
By the time Pennick's 40, he's gonna tell his kid.
Oh, God.
Oh!
Jonah Heim just unloaded on a ball, and it is now 11-1. Rangers, Matt K. My daughter once scored every point at 8 years old.
Bye,
I mean,
ball.
every point.
Jonah
Finally
Heim
scored
is
12
that
before.
guy.
Epic. That's awesome, Matt K. I'd be proud of that as a father.
It's just really funny to me. The concept of by the time Pennick's 40, he's gonna tell his kid, when I was 7, I got benched for dunking.
I dunked.
Because that's where the story's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story's heading towards. I was benched for like dragging my actual nuts on kids.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, did you see this video of Ja Morant? I did that when I was 7.
I
got
too big,
benched.
They kicked me out.
Looks like I got the
They didn't
ball.
elevate me to like the 9-year-old team or something.
Yeah, they
No,
didn't relegate
kicked
me.
out.
He
I
got
was
benched.
done.
John Morant style.
It is my
He
goal
was
in
carrying
life.
a gun at age 7. Justin Pennick.
It is
That's where the story's going. Flashing guns.
IG Live. It is my goal in life to coach like a youth basketball team or a
Laptops
little
out.
league team at some point and just go way too hard of it. You missed Jonah Heim homer.
Oh, I saw it.
Torched one.
We had
Ryan Nelson's eating it.
we had some buddies way too early. In hindsight, that did that. I think we were like sophomores in high school. And
Too early.
Two of my buddies teamed up and coached like an 8-year-old girls team.
That's too much.
That's kind of crazy.
They got really into it, and credit to them, they kind of realized they were in too deep, and they were like, we kind of have to take this seriously, otherwise we're like in trouble with real parents.
Yeah.
So they took it pretty seriously.
I need my kid to be on the team.
Yes.
That's the only way I can.
That's almost how any team should work.
Like, there's no way I'm just coaching a random team. Like, what the hell? I need my kid to be on the team. I need to be old enough that, like, I can't really, like, play anything anymore. But, like, there's, like, one practice where, like, I'm mega kid.
Right. You establish your dominance.
I'm like, all right, let's run 1v1.
You end every practice playing a 1v5 game.
Yes, just for funs. But, like, I got to be, like, 45, 40 years old. My kid's got to be, like, 8. And then I'm into it. I mean, coaching a random team's crazy.
Yes.
This thing, like, these kids,
but
like,
again,
this is their, like, life.
They, like, I think they went in kind of being like, hey, this is fun, cool. If not, we'll just bail. And then they realized, like, oh, we're coaching 8-year-olds
Children.
who idolize us after
Yes.
an hour of meeting them. So they, like, they'd go to the games in, like, suits and stuff. And, like,
That's actually fun.
yeah, it's kind of good.
I'm going to show up in a suit.
They earned the parents' respect for what they were doing.
I respect. I'm
And
definitely,
they had the best player in the league. And this is where Pennick's story is bullshit. This one girl could run and dribble, and that's all she needed. She was so fast and could dribble so much better. She would get 2 free layup attempts before anyone else would come down.
Who's telling them
If
to
you
stop?
can play youth basketball
Who's telling
and
them
just
to stop?
dribble the ball, you're literally LeBron James.
Right, without that.
Nobody told
there's
Pennick
nothing.
to stop. I can't believe that poll.
He lied. Pennick should have lied to us.
That's crazy. Coaching a middle school team when you're 16, Kev's kind of crazy. Unless you got paid for it.
Yeah, you're only like 2
If
years
you were
older.
like a teamworks.
There's not enough separation of age today.
Yeah. Because, like, I did, like, a couple months working at Teamworks before.
Nelson's up to 60 pitches.
Hey, man, he's just eating.
Good for him. Good for him. They needed that. The girl who was dominant on that
Oh,
team
look, another
played
stupid
Division
Taylor
I track
Swift
star.
costume.
Oh, wow.
So she was like, she was on a different level.
Yeah, I wish I played organized basketball as a kid. That's a miss.
It
I would have
was
been
fun.
terrible.
It was probably the most fun sport, running out in the
Yeah, it's also
uniform,
the
the
sport
warm-ups.
I get hurt pretty
50
easily.
Cent in the club playing during the layup lines. 03.
I get hurt pretty easily. Feels like basketball's a safer route for me.
Twisted ankle.
Yeah, that's not as bad though.
Like a sprained ankle, boy. Ain't nothing to play with.
You still got that in your bag, huh?
Never. That one never leaves the
I know
bag.
G4 pilots on a first name.
Game 4 World Series.
It was all about the 2-out rally.
It was a stinker after the third inning.
Just like me.
Marcus Semien.
Just like me in college, I rallied and I scored.
D-back fans
Put that in there.
felt like they were laying on their back, covered in Marcus's Semien.
Oh, Jesus.
You think that's too much?
I was on that.
It's a little much.
Feels like a little much. I'm with you guys.
Let's see Plouffe
Just
giving
doing
you
a
a
run past there.
Plouffe giving you a serious side eye. You know what I mean? What do you think of Plouffe without the beard?
It's just funny. I mean, you get used to someone, and it
like
doesn't
it.
matter at all. But he's been wearing kind of loud sunglasses lately as a joke. Nice strike 3 by Nelson. We're heading bottom 8, 11-1.
Thanks, Matt Kid.
He looks,
Thanks, Mac.
with the glasses and the shaved face, he very much looks like retired ball player. Like,
does.
hey, I just started my beef jerky thing, and it's actually starting to get some legs.
He's
Like,
in
good
his
for
second
you,
era.
man.
Will it jumpstart the Mavericks or Cowboys to a championship?
Probably
I don't
not.
know. I don't love the Mavs team, to be honest.
Luka's unreal.
He is unreal, but their team's not great.
Cowboys are cooked.
Guys, it's Halloween.
Yeah, you want to go out?
The scariest thing is the Rangers lineup.
Baseball fans were hoping for a hauntingly good.
How skilled musically are you?
Not
Could
at
you
all.
do this to the
Zero.
beat of the Monster Mash?
No.
If we cooked on it together?
It was a graveyard smash.
The Monster
I'm
Mash.
gonna be honest, there might be something there.
There could be, but this game doesn't deserve it, unfortunately.
It's a lot of work.
If we had more, if I saw that in the first inning.
This Talkin' Baseball episode is going to be high and tight.
Yeah, that's fair. Because that would be kind of electric. BBD plays the sound in the back, and you do the voice and the beat of the burn to the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
I mean, that's kind of next year.
Next year, I like that.
That's gonna cook.
Yo, jerk offs about them snakes.
Jerk offs. I hope when you type that, Robert, if I may call you by your full name, you laugh.
I lived in Dallas.
Great
that is-
fucking
I
comment.
like
Might
Typing
be
out,
my favorite
typing
comment
out
of the
jerk
whole
offs
playoffs.
into any phone
jerk offs.
is so funny. Yo, you. The only one who's ever said jerk offs, like unironically, is like a
my God.
70-year-old man.
Oh!
You jerk off.
Canobbio's poker game he shows up to every Wednesday.
Hey, you fucking jerk off.
That's the craziest insult.
Fucking jerk offs.
The only reason I'm here with you jerk offs is I hate my wife so much.
Hey.
That got me pretty good. Oh, then Simeon smashed. That's pretty good.
Simeon smashed.
It was a monster mash. Simeon smashed. It was a free run blast.
Simeon smash.
I mean, dude, I'm cooking.
You're cooking. This game doesn't deserve that.
But that'd be awesome. I bet Trev would be like, Jake, that's a really clever idea.
But you need to do like a whole verse before the monster mash. All right, let's fucking do this.
I mean, I think we might be able to.
So, I was working in the lab, and my eyes beheld an eerie sight.
You'd have to play the beat, but you might get copyright struck.
Yeah.
So that might
Let's
be
see
a
if I
downside.
can go monster mash,
Copyright free
Copyright.
beat.
copyright.
God mode. Jake, we're watching Jake write a burn, guys. This is. It's not as good as the other.
I mean, that's a really long cauldron.
This feels super
That's the
copyright.
most copyright. You just played the song.
began to
Keep talking a
rise,
little bit.
and suddenly.
The Jake goes, I'm searching Monster Mash copyright free, and it's just the whole song.
This is no copyright though.
Dude, YouTube's
title.
crazy, man. The one I ended up clicking on was Cobb the Jobs
Oh,
YouTube.
shit.
Cattell, that's in the stands, Pop.
Dalton Feely, watch out.
No, it's not.
Um,
Netting.
Heather Dinich.
All right. If we're going to do this, let's do it right.
It'd be like, you'd have to start with,
Working in the...
well, you would only need to do one verse into the chorus, and then you end.
Chris McKee.
World
Candy
Series
corn,
game
yes
4.
or no? Hard no. Hard no.
Played.
Would the snake show fight?
That's pretty good.
When my eyes beheld a series... Two bullpen games provided a scary sight.
That's Jake, you're kind of cooking.
I mean, when I get hot, I get
Don't let him get in the lab.
For my monster from a slab began to rise.
There's gotta be a line there about the Rangers lineup. Did you fling a boogie on me?
I might have. I've been pulling boogies and
If
flicking,
you-
so
I
if
mean,
you
that'd
might
be
have
the
gotten one.
meanest thing you've ever done to me if you did that. Yo, the Panda Express about to take its revenge. Chinese food is never something you don't regret. You eat it and you're like, what did I just do to my body? I mean, Jake, I think you're about to put the clip on Talking Baseball. I think people are going to like it.
Left is to start to win the slab.
Oh, Corbin Carroll single the other way. Oh. Oh, he was like halfway to second.
Corbin.
Corbin,
Chill, Raj.
Dude, what you doing?
Um,
The Rangers did bash. The Rangers did the bash. This is a chat project too now. We're kind of all cooking.
what's that lyric? Began to rise. From my monster from the slab began to rise.
Rangers lineup began
The
to
D-backs'
rise.
chances to win began to rise. They got pushed down.
When the pressure, something like that.
I cannot wait to take a shower.
The Rangers score first on a spooky pass.
That's interesting.
Yeah, cooking. Buy him. I mean, this is one of the, like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Because
Best night of our lives?
it's just such a, it's like such a forgettable game. Because like the Rangers were awesome in the first 3 innings, and it's just like
I mean, game 1 was
2 5-run,
innings. And then,
2 out
Yeah, and it's just over.
rallies of sorts.
Oh wait, Rangers 2 outs each. There got to be something coming from the back from the dead.
I got that.
So I was gonna high five you, but you just went right to the.
That's why I
boogie.
went back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Vamos.
Here come the D-backs.
Here's the homer I was asking for. Stu, late to the stream. Has this been closer than 11-1?
No.
In
No.
ways, yes. In ways, no.
But also,
It hasn't been a constant onslaught, but the game's never felt close.
appreciate this being your first super chat, Stu. Hope you had some
I'm going
enjoyable
to
day.
Shampoo my hair when I get home.
How's that hair feeling?
It's starting to itch.
Yeah?
We're going on like 10 hours
That's tough.
straight.
The Rangers bash.
Let's see.
Wait, so it could be like the Rangers bash. It was a Seager blast. The Rangers bash. It was a two-run mash, something like that.
We're there.
Castro came in, but he didn't last. That's fair.
The fellas are working. Jake's kind of in the lab. I'm seeing you in the lab right now. You're working. I'm sorry I put this on your plate, but now it has to be done.
Look at this. Talk about cooking.
look really comfortable, man.
Those look super
I found
comfortable.
these underneath my bed. Didn't even know I had
Wow.
them.
Those look like you wear them once a year.
You
but
can
they
walk
look
down the
very
street
comfy.
if you really wanted to. They have a rubber sole.
And those look lovely.
Jankowski slashed.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Twice.
Jake, I can't wait to listen to this.
You got bullied into making it.
I don't think it was bullied. I think Jake heard it. At first was like, fuck no. And then was like, that's kind of a good idea.
It could be the highlight of the pod.
And now it's like, that's a fun way to do this episode.
The highlight of the episode of a 11-1 game. Heen dog gonna heen.
Could hold the Heen dog back.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
Here comes the grand
I mean,
slam.
it's kind of crazy Carroll just fooling around the bases.
Best comeback in Major League Baseball history.
Here comes the home run that Jake was asking for. 1 home run from the Snakes.
Listen to this crowd.
Wow.
Bochy's like, all right.
Bochy with the wiggle.
That's
That
a
was,
walk.
that, was
right
that was a
there.
bit of a wiggle.
I love that walk. from Bochy.
Make it easy, ask ChatGPT to do it. There's no fun in that.
Cute snake fan.
Although ChatGPT is crazy effective.
Man, I only wrestled with ChatGPT once and it did nothing for me.
That's a whole
It's
thing.
old.
Yeah, tried it once.
And
Walker with free hits. Means something tomorrow. The D-backs offense really didn't get a chance to really. They didn't score, but it was
Yeah.
like 10-0 in the third inning. So it's not like they could rally. The way they play baseball, it's like 10-0 this time. They need to like slowly bleed you out.
Liberty.
I think a verse into a chorus, you're in a great spot.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost home because the game ends. It was the Monster Mash. Any other signature moments in the song?
The chorus is just writes itself, and that's perfect. Can't take the heen out of the dog. I've never had a corn dog, Ronnie. Feels like that's information you
Pretty
would
good.
appreciate. They saw the mash. They saw the Rangers mash.
I had my first corn dog pretty late in life.
Ooh. It's one of the. It was actually a weird safety net at our dining hall. Uh oh, we got some Kev's pickleball on
That's
the
the
screen.
same outfit Kev wore.
Yeah, this show's nuts. This guy in the left.
What is this?
Money Monaco, my guy.
He's crazy. You know him?
I did he invited me on his podcast years like before he was doing this. So I don't know, I'm rooting for him.
I appreciate that.
He goes nuts on this show.
I would like to try a corn dog in my life.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know.
I don't even know where you even get one.
I feel like I can't like go to a store and buy a corn dog.
I think I had one at
I gotta
MSG.
pass by like a vendor.
In New York City, I bet you could find a pretty nice corn dog,
Like
but
no.
you gotta seek it out.
Yeah, I gotta go on.
You're not gonna stumble into a good corn
You
dog.
don't get one
Next
like
time
a-
I see
come on.
something.
That's a high risk.
Don't get a
play.
street corn dog.
May have
I
farted.
mean, this is bad as a game.
They've
I've
been
been
farting for the
farting.
last like half hour.
I appreciate that we've all just accepted it.
What, the farts?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been farting for like a solid hour.
I've gotten some whiffs.
A better half hour, too.
Unless the fart's really bad, I won't acknowledge it.
It's mostly
It's
just
a little
like
rude if it's just a tiny little fart.
it's just me holding them in, you
'Cause
know.
it's like we're in a room for a while.
If I was at my apartment, I'd
just
be
gotta live with
ripping.
it.
We all like each other. We can fart a little bit.
I think
Don't you
if
think about it?
if somebody farts and everyone's like, oh, and it's like, all right, now I feel bad.
I've never done it to someone after they farted.
Listen to how nuts this place is. It's kind of nice.
It's nuts. I think it's kind of weird, to be honest.
I'm on the nice side of it. I mean, you paid all that money to go to World
I'm
Series.
a
games, get
hardened
your
New
fix.
Yorker.
Heaney, Dunning, Bradford, Brooks, Stratton.
Oh,
nice
Tommy
pitch.
Pham heard the chance.
Tommy Pham, this is his second time up with the bases loaded. He struck out once. Will he strike out again? You will see soon.
Man, Bradford, Burke, Stratton. I know a lot of last names you could put together to
Sounds
sound
like
like
the
a
Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah.
Oakmont Stratton. Stratton, Oakmont. James Harden is a case study. Clippers. You tell me he wasn't on the Clippers before? Was he?
No.
This is his
Ah,
first
that
team.
pitch.
This is his first LA team?
That's a fun pitch.
Yes.
Yes.
He was Rockets to
Thun-
Nets.
Thunder.
Thunder to Rockets.
Rockets.
Nets. Philly. Clip.
All right. I thought there were more
He's
stops.
washed. I'm out on him.
Highest finals chance in the West. No way.
They're not making it out of the first round.
What is that?
Stratton.
Canobbio fam just putting together an at-bat right now. Because why not?
What's going on the screen here? Gardner Minshew. Sam Hartman. Tom Selleck. Okay.
I don't know what you're looking at. Oh,
Dude, that was a hanger.
I mean, a grand slam makes it a 6-run game.
Tommy Pham just hit another grand slam before. Then
Tommy
it'd be a
grand
2-run
slam.
If
game.
you
Yeah.
had
like-
3 grand slams this game, they'd be winning.
That was a hanger, folks.
I mean, I love the Arizona crowd energy. Good for you guys.
They're
Way to make the
nuts.
best of a bad situation.
It's a little bit of a kook fest.
Why not?
It's Halloween. It's the first World Series in years. That's
Good
looked like a
take.
strike to me.
We're having good takes right now.
That was an old man strike 3 call.
Let's move it. Let's get this moving, guys.
Yeah, that's when you're watching your like a little league game. You're like, come on,
Strike 3.
let's ring them up here.
3.
Wooga wooga wooga!
Josh, did not dress up this year, man.
George Lucas.
The third time I've said it.
Boy George.
Damn,
Which-
you wrote a whole song.
It's enough of a cook in there.
I'm dressed up
I'm
as
proud
De
of you,
Niro at the end of Goodfellas.
Oh, that guy's having a great time. She's way too stressed.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like
Tommy Pham!
Tom!
I mean, not for nothing. That was a great at bat.
Corbin Carroll, look at the speed.
Speed demon.
The fact that was, I respect that this is a 10-run game and Tommy Pham just worked a 9-pitch at bat to a sac fly and Corbin Carroll's like, I gotta burn here.
Yeah. Watch me cook.
Play to the end.
Could have jogged home pretty easily.
Feels like you had it.
Probably should have.
He's like, did I touch home plate?
See this kid?
Oh, I did see that on my For You page.
I have
That
not,
got me
but-
pretty good.
This is
I like what
this
he's
is
about.
Jam Live stuff. Oh my god.
That one got me pretty good.
All right, Lourdes. So
Biggie
I
every
want to
night.
combine what you and Daniel are saying. If Lourdes Gurriel Jr. would have hit a home run here, the current state of this crowd, they would erupt,
They'd have a great time.
and other teams would chew that up a little bit.
Yeah, and they'd get
Celebrating the home run to make it 11-5 as you're losing a World Series game.
trolled. Yeah, but that's where being sports fans kind of gets toxic sometimes.
A little bit.
Because, like,
I understand both sides of it.
I watch sports to have fun.
Sure.
So it's like, if I'm at the game and I spent $300 on a ticket and there's a home run and I'm drunk, I'm going to celebrate. There it is!
Whoa!
And good for them, man. I hope they go crazy.
I got my ass.
There you go. Like that guy, I
Oh,
love
I'm happy for that
the
guy.
spirit
That guy
of
was like,
that.
my legs are broke.
Like, what the hell else are you supposed to do? They're like,
What
oh,
happened
we're
to
down
that
by
guy?
6. I'm not going to celebrate.
What happened to that guy that caught that ball? I want to know.
I always get scared that someone's going to get hit.
Yeah, he looked like he got like his legs taken out or something. Gurriel.
All right.
Did you just predict that?
I mean, I asked for one home run. I did right before the pitch. I was like, well, you know, if he hits a homer
Yeah.
here,
Lords.
I wouldn't say I predicted it, but
Lordess.
I mean, there's no way, right?
No.
Nah, man. Nah, not with 2 outs in the 8th, down 6.
That was a big old curve.
It's a nice curveball to follow it up.
Had some loop.
Pitching's fun sometimes.
Yeah, throwing that first pitch is crazy.
Like, I wish I knew that. Like, there's tricks about pitching we'll never know.
That's filthy.
Oh, yeah.
That's gross.
Alec Thomas is in swing mode.
I love his hair. that's like I'm just letting it eat.
Christian Walker and Lord Scurriel. Do they have a lot in common?
I'll be honest, I've been getting distracted by the other screen where they're talking to Trevor Lawrence's lady doppelganger.
That's insane.
Uh-oh. Look at those hands. That was awesome.
That's fast.
Man, I've said a lot of stuff about Corey Seager sliding over to third at some point, and he still may. A lot of shortstops do. His hands have been very good this series.
Everything. His shortstop play has been awesome.
He's a
Sorry,
free agent,
man.
you know.
Guys, that smells.
You or me?
Me. I smart.
Damn.
Smart. The glaze is coming back.
That's Vegas, baby.
Showbiz.
Dude, I think glaze gives you gas. I had a tough night one night after glazing.
Do you think like?
Did you have the steak?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Gas.
Do you think it's a?
How's he know I got gas?
How does
Yeah,
he
don't
know
call
that I
it
got
glazing.
gas?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh yeah, it's like a slang term.
I was like, what are we talking?
Still talking donuts?
They're talking glazing.
Like, what are we talking about?
Dude, whenever like I say anything good about a boxer, about 30% of the comments are the glazing is unreal.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
I'm like, what? I can't say something nice about a fucking
Not
fighter.
allowed to ever compliment anybody.
Right, and if I go the opposite route, it's you're the
They
biggest
hate it.
hater in the world.
No, it
Sounds
So
like
I
you're-
was glazing.
Seems like you're fed up with the internet.
Yeah, that was an old man take right there.
And another thing.
Another thing, I can't compliment anyone anymore without being accused of glazing.
That'd be, oh, Dan. If you did like a fake clip in this outfit, where he was just like, I'm so tired of the glazing allegations.
Listen, let a guy. Why can't we just compliment
can't I
each
just
other?
Hey,
Compliment
and
that.
another thing. My first cousin.
He got accused of glazing.
I can't believe we're right into the ninth.
I might leave the room to fart.
We are into the ninth
You're
inning.
leaving the room to fart?
That's an old man move.
That's
too.
nice.
That's
That's courteous.
dude.
Shutting the mic off.
No,
Yo,
leave the mic on.
it's like one of those where you just gotta
Take that mic off and put it on the other end.
put my mic on.
MLB 9 innings, the app.
I was trying to see if we could hear us fart.
Sometimes 9 innings can take a minute, as we've seen tonight. Sometimes MLB 9 innings can be whatever you want it to be. Zoe could play with his team from Boston.
I could do that.
I could play with my team from New York. Or maybe I'll play with Texas. All these Texas fans, oh, you guys aren't happy tonight? Texas forever, my friend. This game is the cell phone game for baseball fans. You like baseball. You're watching baseball. You're watching us watch baseball. They have 2,000 player cards to collect if you're into that kind of thing. Live PvP, season mode, a bunch others. They've got legends in the game. Anything baseball-y you can pretty much do in this game. So, download MLB 9 Innings, the app, today. Play it. Maybe you get a couple free minutes at work. Maybe you dish through another tater to Corey Seager as he bounces it into the pool where I'll be tomorrow. Download MLB 9 Innings. Play with Corey Seager, I guess. My God.
Thanks, MLB 9 innings.
Guys, I'm going to be there in a couple hours.
What did I miss?
It's pretty crazy.
That's kind of unreal.
Really
Isn't
need
that
them
wild?
to win tomorrow.
Yeah.
Isn't travel wild?
You're going to dive in after that guy.
That's you tomorrow, Jake.
I really... If I get wet tomorrow, that really doesn't
That's a
help
kind of a crazy jump at that pool, considering how small it is and how. Oh shit.
really doesn't help my red-eye flight if I'm soaked tomorrow.
They're going to win.
No hotel, right?
No hotel.
That's wild. Are you even packing a bag? What do you have? Just
I'm
a
not
backpack?
packing anything. I'm wearing an outfit.
That's
I'm wearing
insane.
layers. I'm wearing my lifeguard outfit that I wore all day today
Yeah.
under a normal outfit of clothes. So,
You're going to have such a crazy 24 hours.
yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'll be pretty worn out by the end, but
Your Friday's going to be tough.
Friday. What about Thursday?
Thursday, you might still be
Thursday
going
there's going to be a crash.
Yeah.
And then Friday we'll see what's up. I'm excited. You never know what you'll see along the way.
Oh, dude, you're going to have a great...
And what if the Snakes do win the next 3?
It's true.
I'm in the DVD.
But you're also just
You know?
at the game. You're at a World Series game.
How about Ryan Nelson?
What it is?
Put Ryan Nelson in the DVD. 67 pitches.
They go all the way.
DVD.
You know, at some point, Tori walked up to him and said, "How many bullets you got?" He goes, "As many as you need."
Is that one of
And he's
them
been
DVDs?
good.
Yeah.
Solo homer to Heim and then double to Seager.
Well, Seager's hitting everyone.
Yeah, I mean that's
What it is, ho?
It's almost
What's
a win.
up?
Oh, this is-
Tori.
Don't.
let him go.
Tori.
Don't.
Actually, you know what? Tori, who we love, I wouldn't be surprised if the Arizona crowd gives this kid a really nice ovation.
They
Let's hear
should.
it. Let's hear it. Let's lay out.
I'm gonna give him an ovation.
Just saying the biz. Let's lay
Thank-
out, guys.
Tori might say, enjoy this ovation on the way out, because you've earned it, kid.
Yeah.
Andrew Sal, Frank, okay, nothing.
Ryan Nelson did his job.
What it is, oh,
We were
what's
asking
up?
who's gonna eat these innings.
And it was our guy.
Who was our guy?
And their bullpen will be super rested, unfortunately.
Isn't it kind of scary that tomorrow could be the last baseball game?
Could be.
That's kind of scary.
It's a little
Scary's
scary.
the wrong word. Sad.
Happens fast.
Yo, what's up with Carl Banks just constantly adding Skinner and Pennick?
I don't know that whole dynamic.
Like, one
Carl
twice a
Banks?
day.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
he was a
Like a legendary Giants linebacker.
player that now does content type stuff.
He's the he does radio for the Giants. He won 2 Super Bowls.
Is he adding them for good or bad reason?
Good.
That's good, then.
So it's like, hey, I love your mailbag at Bobby Skinner, Justin Pennick.
That's huge, then.
Huge.
Day and night. What?
Womp
What?
womp.
The lonely
Someone
star
tries
seems
to
to
free
see
his
us
night
night
and
and
night.
night.
What? What?
November baseball tomorrow, Jake, and you're going to be in a pool. That's kind of a crazy sentence.
There's a lot of moving parts there, huh?
Dude, tomorrow being November is crazy.
I
was looking at the weather,
At night.
Which is just like checking out what's going on. There's a day next week that's going to be 40 degrees
Checking out
high.
the Doppler.
And I was like,
It's over, man.
I'm out on that.
Summer has gone and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends.
Thursday, it's a high of 49.
That's pretty nice, guys.
Yeah,
The
that was a
boxing
fun
world is
moment.
good. Thanks for asking, Daniel.
Daniel.
I need a fight,
Who's Daniel?
Dan, that I can lock into, listen to all the pods about. Nothing's moving it for me right
There
now.
was a lot this year.
Garcia Tank I got into.
All right, the fact you're asking now, it's just bad timing because there were so many good fights this year.
No, I listened. I was in.
Yeah, you're in.
Tank
Haney
Garcia was the
Prograis.
one that moved the most for me.
Haney Prograis is a good fight. That's happening.
I need
December.
Haney to be a little sexier.
Haney is.
He's not moving the needle like
Right.
social media wise for me.
He's not, even though he has a lot of followers. He's got like 1.2 million or something. Hit in the
Ooh.
hand.
Ouch. You want to know the crazy thing though, Dan? 1 million followers? It's not that much in like the sports world.
It's nuts. In
The
the
combat
boxing, that's a
world.
big thing.
I look like a heart.
Looks like Sal Frank was saying it's a foul ball. And I think he's right.
Oh.
Wow. How
Yeah.
about my guy?
Are the Rangers not
it
feeling
the
confident in their
vibrations?
lead?
I mean, I still think that hurts your pinky a little bit because it gets it, but that hit a lot of bat, and I think first. Can they challenge that?
Is he going to first? South Frank has been crazy wild though.
Crazy wild. Arizona?
I'm liking this snow football highlight game going on.
Yeah. Something special about snow football.
It's the best. The best.
Okay.
Everyone's got some moments in their life where they played an amazing snow football game. It's
In your backyard?
like changes you.
Are they replaying this? I'd assume so.
Is there a brawl too? Oh yeah, brawl. Northern Illinois, Central Michigan.
He's got a little Jake energy to him.
He goes full tilt.
Yeah, he screams the whole
Is his
show.
name Jake?
Oh, it's Alex.
He screams the entire program.
It's a little much for me.
It's a betting show. It's like kind of the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta have a shtick.
Yeah. What are they gonna call this?
I think it was a foul. I got a lot of bat, not a lot of hand.
I don't fully care.
What's the game this week? What's the college game day this week? Is it this? USC?
Running to your city. You want a little ring and yang yang. You want a little ring and bang. Come along.
Bless you.
McAfee's pretty good, huh?
McAfee?
Puts on a show.
I
All
like
right,
him.
we're running it.
Some people hate him. I like him.
I'm in on him.
There's
Double
one.
play. 1, 2.
Good stretch.
Andrew Salfrank hits the batter
Two
on
pitches.
purpose, gets the double play.
Longest 2 pitches you're gonna see.
Yeah.
What it is?
Pool highlights. This is me tomorrow,
They
everyone.
doubled down on that guy jumping in the pool.
Jess's first
That's
question.
Jake in 20 years.
So I told her, I was like, hey, doing the Arizona thing. Gonna go to the game. It's gonna be a crazy day. I'm actually gonna be like in the pool area, kind of lifeguarding. First question, wifey instinct. She goes, Arizona pool. She's like, oh, is it gonna be a bunch of hot chicks? I was like, I don't think it could be further from
I haven't
that.
seen
if
one,
I had to
one
guess.
female
Well,
near that
jealousy
pool.
from
Well, you know,
Jessica, you know, you're a hot guy.
hot commodity. 178 on the scale this morning.
We weigh the same.
Oh, wait, around there.
I'm down a couple right now.
I really enjoyed you dancing.
A lot of
during
salads. Thank you. Know who
the- Made me laugh.
I don't want to.
It brightened my morning, dare I say.
That's kind of the goal. I don't want to one-up your fandom. There's someone who's a massive fan of those videos that warms everything about me. Mr. Casano.
the father.
Nikki's dad
That's
Give me 100 guesses.
loves my dancing videos.
That's really.
How does he?
cute.
He has
Not
it?
like in a
How?
joke way, like loses it. Just thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
How does he watch them? Does he have an Instagram?
I think he's got an account out there.
That's
He's got
cute.
someone. He like a voice.
He's
He
got
watches.
it.
Yeah.
He's got it. I did get happy the other day, or when I was like, oh, I was texting Nikki. I was like, oh, I get to see you next week. That's exciting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute. But that's really funny. That's an attack. Like he really enjoys that, and he doesn't like fully talk about it. But
Yes.
it just makes me happy.
Yes.
Do you choreography those ahead of time? Or how many takes are you running?
The behind the music is usually the first time there's no plan. I usually grab one object
You need to wait.
and I'm like, let's see what happens. Cause it's music, there's a beat, there's parts you gotta hit.
Let it go.
And then from that first take, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's kind of the important moment. How are we getting there? The takes really depend on the other people at the gym.
Oh.
Because if I do see other people, I I slow it down.
If you didn't,
I
slow
call
it-
timeout. Yeah.
I do think there is something to be said about understanding.
Right.
And volume.
I'm sharing the gym.
Yes, I will say
Matt
I
K.
watched it 1.5 times
Yeah.
because you were like hip punch thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's good.
That's a stolen move.
That was a good one.
Poach on the field.
What are we doing?
Dancing's
pitching
all about
change.
stealing moves and interpreting
Another
them.
pitching change.
No streaming from the pool, Matt K.
I mean, we could have done this before the inning.
What are we doing?
I'm guessing there was a pinch hitter, so we're doing a little bit of funny business,
Bochy,
but
I'm gonna be real with you. No one cares, brother.
This is crazy,
this
Poach.
game's over. And it's over. Guys, I'll be posting some content tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Obviously on my
cool
socials.
content.
We are doing a vlog
Ooh.
that I'll be filming throughout. And then when I land Thursday at the warehouse, I'm going to pass it off to an editor. And hopefully Thursday night, we have the full vlog of my trip. Because it's not I'm in no place to talk. But it's a lighter edit because it's just kind of placing the videos in order.
Only one camera option, and there's no way to do that video besides.
One camera,
Chronological.
one audio, some times in there. So hopefully we'll have that up for Thursday night. And hopefully it's a Snakes win to save their season. I'm excited to have some fun run-ins. My guy Cole Tucker is going to be at the game. So I'm excited to say hi to him.
I'm excited for you to say hi to him.
And you know what? I'm sure there's going to be some fun airport interactions and everything in between. I mean, I'm going to have a camera at the pool.
I mean, also, like, you're
So-
going to a World Series game, and
Yes.
you're, like, a part of.
Kind of.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
No glazing, right?
It would be no
Oh,
glazing.
Dan, you just got way hotter about the glasses.
Oh!
That was a different look. I'm excited for your gray hair, Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
gonna
like,
be
I feel
nice.
like,
Kind of opened my mind to it.
I feel like this should be a win for you today. Like, you go,
You know that it's not going to look bad until he's gray, you know?
the
I,
salt pepper action.
Pretty excited about it.
Can I
I
tell you
don't
that?
think you're going to go gray for some reason.
Yeah, I'm fighting the baldness. There's been some funny business up there, but yet I haven't had a single gray.
Have you
thick,
pursued anything for your hair? Or you just
I've
letting it
I've,
cut?
I've put some stuff in there.
my
Nothing
biggest-
crazy, but playing defense, and that's kind of the game.
You just got to, it's all about postponing your career. Get to 55.
I'm short.
The back is getting
If I get short, bald, and chubby, I mean that's
short. That's no way to go through life.
you know. And don't get me wrong, I realize I'm probably heading there, but
That's short,
The
bald,
further-
and chubby. There it is.
the further I can delay it, the
You want to
better.
head towards Jason Alexander territory? No.
You know what I was gonna say? Kind of unrelated. Well, it's a cousin of Dan's salt and pepper look. A look I'd love to perfect is the suit with the button-up shirt, no tie.
Yeah, I do that often.
I don't have that look down yet, and I
a good
feel
look.
like that's where I need to be.
That's
I
my
hate-
boxing.
I'm out on ties.
Nothing I do in broadcasting yet merits a tie.
I'm so out on the horror movie culture.
Really?
I think it's so stupid. Like, there's a horror movie called Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
it's
What
nuts.
the hell is this?
Horror season ends tonight at midnight, and then you're gonna roll out a whole new
Like,
marketing
I-
plan.
get it.
I guess for me, I'm not surprised they made it. I just can't believe they didn't release it
is
before
this guy?
Halloween.
You
Josh
release it
Smith?
Christmas Day.
Josh Smith, former Yankee farmhand, I believe.
Never seen him in
Gallo
real life.
trade.
He's gonna get that ring, bro.
Bro,
Great head of hair on Josh Smith. Say that much.
I think he might have been a farm to fame guy. Josh Smith.
BBD looking like a
BBD
treat.
in the lab alert.
BBD looking like a treat.
Lablio Ordonez. SeatGeek Lounge.
You just cook real quick?
BBD's Lounge.
That hat looks good on you, BBD.
Everyone got one of those hats. I missed it.
I did not get one of these hats. It was just kind of here today.
Mmm.
I missed out on that day.
When I took a wig off.
Tiffany, there is a stream tomorrow.
Sure
Jessica
is.
Brand with the stats. Last postseason comebacks, 9th or later at any point, have been all 3 runs, done 4 times.
I'm worried about the comeback in this game, if I'm being honest.
6-run, 9th or later comebacks in the 23 regular season.
Ronnie, do I remember the Winnie the Pooh horror movie? That was just stupid.
Jordan Lawler battling
Not now, Ronnie, not now.
It's such a terrible idea.
Not in the bottom of the 9th, bro.
Ronald. Should I pick up Rashid Shaheed?
Can you fantasy football?
Oh, I'm in fantasy football.
Zach and I might be making a claim on him.
I'm pretty hard out on fantasy sports. It's a me issue, though.
Yeah, that's a surprising thing,
Ronnie
Lorenzo.
had a big win last week.
It's mainly because there's a lot of anxiety for me when it comes with having to check something every day.
Mm.
I don't like it.
In football,
What's
you
the
don't have
beauty
to.
of fantasy football?
Football, you can
That's-
get a
that's the
routine.
one you can half-ass all right.
I look Sunday morning. It's like a tradition, a ritual.
I respect that. I'm not.
How to make the moves, Ronnie.
It stresses me out, and I don't like it. So I'm out.
That's fair.
If anything, if there's anything in life that gives me more stress than fun, I'm out.
Don't do it. Oh!
Jordan Lawler, the kid.
Felt like he pimped that walk a little too much.
He was at. I think that was his first World Series at bat.
Oh wow, good for him.
The crowd is doing the "we're super into it" thing.
As you should be.
I mean, if you're looking for small victories, if you can somehow get Leclerc to pitch in this game,
That's a small victory.
I mean, what's the biggest
Well,
ninth inning
getting
comeback
lit up.
this year? 6 runs was
I
probably
think
done,
Jessica
right?
Said, yeah,
What was it?
I'm pretty sure it was 6.
Okay. Perdomo gets a hit here.
Oh.
Right down the dick. Nick's replay's on.
Nice to catch up on this.
Whoa, that pinstripe suit.
Suit guy and Ketel Marte.
To tell Homer.
Into the gap.
That's a hit.
Sure is.
Oh my God.
Lawler going to third. Yeah, he is because
I
he's
like
amped
the
up.
idea of making them use a good reliever.
That's a
At
huge
least
win.
make him not an option tomorrow.
Also, good for the
It's a
Diamondbacks for
huge
keep
win.
fighting.
Knock an option out.
I mean, don't do something crazy here, Cattell.
Or
I mean, a homer makes it like the fellas are nervous.
Looking hot tonight, Jake. Thank you, Von Shinjo.
What about me? Largest overall comeback this year was 9 runs.
Oh,
Oh, I
Jake.
kind of remember that game. Here we go. Good.
But that wasn't in the 9th, though.
Who was that against? That was against the Reds when they were still in wild card contention.
I remember that.
Common ball knower.
You?
Yeah, Spencer Steer. How about the Commanders trading both DNs today?
Dude,
That's
some
got to be so sad as a fan.
Huge trades went down today.
If you're a Commanders fan, you're like, oh, I don't know, our season's not over.
To the Bears.
The Bears is a weird trade.
Oh, Cattell.
I think a lot of Commanders fans
Need
think
a
they're
little
trading
shorter
one
swing
of
on that
those
one.
two, and it being both is a little hurtful.
Yeah.
The Giants hold on to Barkley. They trade Leonard
He
Williams.
should be a Raven. They missed on that.
Cattell, do something here. Nice
Dude,
pitch.
what are you doing? All right. Can't get on him, really.
It's 20 game hitting streak.
Yeah.
Kind of let
But
him
that
cook.
was
Yeah.
a weird at bat.
Not the best.
Look at that. Whirly bird.
That 0-1 pitch. A
Looked like it
little
was
bit too
knuckling
big
at
of a
first.
swing on.
Yeah. That was
Like, just hit a single there.
still need a lot of hits. Moreno might run into one. He's a mashes lefties guy. Oh, it's Corbin.
Maybe just bunts. The old safety squeeze.
I mean, do something. Make Texas nervous. Let's go D-backs chant in the crowd.
The crowd's riled up. I'm hyped for the crowd.
Strike.
Corbin is a weird at bat.
I feel like if there's a borderline pitch, yeah, I'm just going to call it a strike. Just to be like, let's get out of here.
This part of the night. One. It's a nice
Big
pitch.
ass swing. Big.
Perdomo takes second.
Perdomo just
Nice
took
one.
second, so now we're looking. These feel like some ninth inning at-bats by Corbin and Cattell.
Corbin and Cattell.
Corbin and Cattell.
Cattell and Corbin every night.
Batlin.
I've seen Corbin do that many times in his last couple swings, rolling over on the ball.
Right? A lot of chop. Zach Gallen
He kind of needs a good start.
really needs a good start.
Got some Instagram stories here. What am I doing? I'm doing me. I'm living
Oh,
life
yeah,
right
that's
now,
right.
man.
Gonna try to freeze him. I mean, man. I don't know. Baseball's really hard, but
Hard game.
it's a lot of plate.
Will Smith getting nasty on him.
It is a big swing.
Those were two swings from Cattell and Corbin Carroll that they are down by 6 runs in the ninth.
Yeah.
If that's a one-run game, very different at-bats.
What?
Oh my God. They're gonna bring in Leclerc.
Poach?
My brother, you're trying too hard. Just let Will Smith finish.
Boch.
I'm out on this. That's a,
Kidding me?
You'd hear it in Joe Davis's voice there.
Freaking kidding me? The monster mash?
like, if they get on and he has to throw 20 pitches.
This smells like first pitch ground out.
That it does.
Yeah, I mean, make Leclerc work. That's
I'm out on this move, bro.
right. Like, even if you give up
I had a
a
sandwich.
3-run homer.
Yeah. I had a sandwich at 5 p.m., but I didn't really eat lunch. said I was gonna lunch and dinner. And I'm still like starving.
Yeah, you gotta be hungry. That's not enough.
I'm glazed.
But like it's too late to eat now.
Yeah.
And then
You can
like,
have a bowl of
I just
cereal
gotta
when you
wait
get
till the morning. It takes me like an hour to get home.
I'll be honest, I stared down those dark chocolates in there.
I did too, but candy, I needed something more substance.
Right. If you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
eat something real.
Like it might be a midnight
Get a
peanut butter.
slice of.
I might have be. I was thinking like a midnight peanut butter and jelly. A slice would ruin me.
Dollar slice.
I might get a slice though. It
Get
might-
a slice. It's New York City.
New York City.
What was that?
That was a song.
I heard a fart.
Oh, that
When'd
was,
you get that bat?
that was the bat. It's kind of like serving as my penis right now.
The big egg. Listen,
Ronnie,
serve
I'm
it as
so
my penis all
hungry.
night.
Bro, I would go for like a falafel right now.
Ooh.
I like a falafel.
Dude, the glazing is absurd.
Oh,
That caused something for you?
I'm smoking purple flowers. It's burning my chest.
I've never been hungrier than I am at this very moment.
You're
Boochie.
eating.
Boochie
Got him.
getting his steps in.
I'm eating.
Get a slice, dude.
I'm definitely
Get the
getting.
new place.
That was a good call. I'm getting a
Yeah.
slice.
Bravo pizza.
I needed that.
I don't want to old man you. It's a little bit of a young man's game, but enjoy that game.
I need it.
Like Kev hit me yesterday with like, dude, get a slice. I was like, bro, I can't regularly get slices.
It's true.
That turns into, instead of 178, Jake, that's 205, Jake.
Sometimes I'm a bit too much of a health person. And I
205,
recognize
Jake,
that.
we don't want to see that.
I think there's an argument it's healthier to mix in some shit here and there.
No,
Keep the body on edge.
respect it.
Reminded of like the bad stuff you gotta get rid of.
Right? I'm giving you the good right now. I can give you the bad.
It's true.
Oh, boy.
Glazed and
like how that
confused.
works, right?
I'm glazed and I'm confused.
Oh, we're losing Dan.
Dan's been out for like an inning.
We're losing Dan.
I mean, like he's just been.
When it gets late,
Gassy. It's late.
You have been farting.
I'm holding in so many farts.
I'm gassy. It's late.
Going on 12
Having a
hours.
ribeye with mashed potatoes and corn right now.
Oh,
That's just a meal.
This outfit is absurd.
Dan Rod.
I'm just eating.
It's dinner.
Right
Uh-oh,
now,
he's
Van
wild.
Van Rod's eating a ribeye right now. She's so prolific.
There's this really good pizza place where I live, right off the train. That I think it's like once I get into my area, I get a slice. on the
Smart.
walk
Eat it
home.
before you're closer to a toilet.
Yes, and then I'm in my vicinity, so I can enjoy it on the walk home instead of before on the walk to the train.
A walk home slice.
Tired, gassy, and glazed. Dan Canobbio.
I like.
I did that after a couple.
Autobiography.
My one of my Jakey perks for myself as the 2-1 comes in. Nice pitch. If we're doing a late night record, sometimes and I have the Hungaries kick in, and it's a, you know what, I've earned it. I'll get off a stop before my Subway stop, hit a pizza place on the way, eat it, walk it out.
Jake, you're just me in 10 years.
You know?
Speaking of record, let's see this pitch.
Up the middle!
I mean, everything Bochy did, I absolutely hate.
11-7.
So we just need 2 base runners, huh? I mean, there's no way, right?
These fans are so pure.
Even if Leclerc throws 12 pitches, I
Right.
think it's stupid.
That's impactful.
Good hit by Gabby. Let him eat.
So,
that is kind of impressive.
you know, now that we're in this deep, Christian Walker's got 2 hits. Oh my God, dude. Get that out of your repertoire.
That's an ass swing.
My
Apologize for the
ask
harshness.
before Christian Walker did that was that Leclerc just got crazy wild.
Yeah,
So the crowd just keeps erupting.
How was his take?
That's
But
a good slider.
instead we're
Those are
0-2.
both.
0-2. Last
First one, man.
I feel like when you're down by this many, you take the first.
Snakes are down to their last.
Because, like,
Especially like this guy, might as well make him throw.
We look like fastball up.
or you pick a zone, but like swinging at the 2 sliders that are not strikes.
Clerk's looking. Just don't get.
Yeah. You're
I
in
like
the
his
headlights.
vibe.
Looks like a baby
I
pitcher.
love his pitching.
No, I've grown to be a fan of his. He's supposed to be.
He's been awesome.
He got Altuve got him. Other than that, it's been good. Altuve kind of gets everyone now.
Tuve does get everyone.
See, if D-backs hit a grand slam, I agree. That's why I wanted Christian Walker to take.
Good take.
Those are good takes. Hasn't really shown you a strike yet.
All right. Get it to 3-2, kid. Now I'm all in. Fuck it.
If Walker gets on him, then. Right now, I'm still out. This feels like a strikeout.
Good slider away here.
Yes.
After 2 fastballs up. And
That's going to be caught.
Yes.
Matt K.
Oh, geez.
Whoa! At the buzzer. Holy smokes. Matt K, you are the best.
Too generous. Thank you so much.
Wow, Matt K, this is too much, man.
Thank
Too
you.
much, I tell you.
Thank you for the live stream love.
Back
Thank
in Dan's
you.
day, that could have bought a house.
Put down payment on them. I don't know.
Thanks, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Old Man Dan, frisky and hot. Lorenzo DeMalia, frisky and hot. BBD on the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s tonight. We had Ryan, Max Manis, our guy Kevin on some socials. Tom Pry's been hanging around sometimes. We're going to record Talking Baseball. There will be a stream crew tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the